Alright, my dudes. How are you doing? We are here with the finale for Chapter 10. It is going to be a good one. Okay, where the hell is the game audio? I'm just looking at this and I'm like, wait a minute. Game audio? There you are. Ha! I found it. Chapter 10 finale. Gonna be fun. So, let me see here. What's up, Les? What's up, Abyss? What's up, Paragon, Cthulhu, and Christmas? You said LOL hard mode after this. At some point or another, whenever I feel like doing a hard mode. But, been quite the chapter, hasn't it? A lot of explosions, a lot of death. You know, usual Arknights things that we all love, right? Explosions and death. Jeez. But, let's see here. Let me switch the screen over. Give me a moment. And then we'll do that. Yeah, we're almost done, though. We are very much almost done. Let's see. And you said the thumbnail in the last video looks like you went back to the pose again. Thought you failed the challenge. No, like, okay, if you want to talk about that challenge thing for a second, I could still, like, I'll still do the pose in some thumbnails, but like doing that, because there's only so many poses you could do. But I'll tell you this much, as far as I know, unless I've messed up on accident, every thumbnail that I've done for the last few weeks, I don't know the exact number on weeks, but at least for the, like, at the very least the last 2 weeks, I feel like it's more than that, I've used a different picture of myself for every thumbnail. I've had to crop pictures of myself every video and stream for a while now. So as far as I'm concerned, I haven't failed anything. So if anybody wants, so if he's trying to say that I failed that challenge or something, man's out of his damn mind. I'll tell you that much. I will literally tell you that much. Because I have used a different picture and cropped a different picture for everything lately. Literally everything. So, yeah. You said it's dedicated for the $100. It has nothing to do with the $100, honestly. You could have said 50 or something and it would have been nothing. It's more for, how do I say this? I don't know if I'd say prideful person or stubborn when it comes to stuff. I'm very competitive when it comes to stuff also. So if somebody thinks that I can't do something, I love proving the person wrong. That's just how I've always been with stuff. So it's more about that than money to me, to be completely honest with you. I mean, money's nice though. Don't get me wrong. Dedicated, yeah, you could use that too. There's multiple different words you could use for that. But yeah, it's always nice having something that like fuels you. You know what I mean? You said so. So CC risk 28 attempt to clear. Okay, now that knows somebody would have to give me some money. that if I was ever gonna do that, somebody would have to tell me, hey, yeah, no, I'll pay you like $300 to do that, and then I would do it. If you're trying to see me do that CC risk, like, what the hell? Certain things I will do for money. It just depends. Alright. But I will say this, and I know it was the purpose of him telling me for the thumbnail thing, before we get into the story here. It has helped me make better thumbnails in the last few weeks, which they're not, I don't think it's like the craziest differences in the world, because I mean, I'm not somebody who's like super artistic or anything who's gonna make these crazy looking thumbnails, but there has been improvements and I've learned new things and I've been using Photoshop, so it has added on to the stuff that I used to do for improvements. So yeah, noticeable. Well, that's good. That was the plan, for it at least to be noticeable, that we switched some things up, even if it's like minor little things, you know. That way there's a difference there of me just trying different things out. But yeah, I'm a stubborn person, checks at CC10. Yeah, that's how that goes. If I say I'm doing a finale for something, I'm stubborn enough where I'll be there like 7 hours doing it. So yeah, you can't do max risk CC. Yeah, it's gonna take more than saying that. But yeah. Anyways, shout out to Chaotic though. Dude is cool. I appreciate the motivation. Alright, the ground is subsiding, the refuge is collapsed, and the soldiers bear nothing but wrenches and hammers. Alright. Let us do it. But yeah, at least how I am, chat, it's like I really need something to motivate me for me to go all out with doing something. That's literally just how I am. Alright, so we got a drone, and we got another drone. Okay. See what we could do here. Also, my muddy is not ready yet, okay, chat? Oh yeah, did I get muddy on cam, or did I get muddy off cam? I might have got, no, I got muddy off cam, didn't I? I got Mudrock. She's E1 right now. So just keep that in mind. So she's not ready. But she will be. Soon enough. She's over here. I don't have any skins for her yet. I'm gonna have to get some when they come back. But she is there. It's very hype. Also, Spectre is now M2 and is actually in the process of getting M3'd right now. So by the time it's like, I think nighttime over here, she's gonna be M3'd. So she'll have max module and M3 on her second skill. So she needs to be put on her second skill though, because she's not on that. Wait, okay, no, she is.
Just let me think.
Yeah, okay.
Just let me think.
So, okay, yeah, okay. Thank you, Spectre, thank you. Your Gavial's M6, yeah, I gotta work on doing that for Gavial also. You said now for that level 90, I'm not really gonna prioritize level 90 right now because it is quite a bit. But at some point or another, she'll probably get close. Even Silver Ash is at like 80. And you put your Mud to S2, skill 2 M3 a while ago. Nice, nice. You said funny that this CC has made you M2 Spectre Alter and E2 normal Spectre Supremacy. Alright. As for this stage, yeah, I don't really go for level 90s because it's just hella expensive. And there's still so many other characters that I gotta get up, so yeah, that's why I don't do it. But I mean, if you love a character that much, you want to go for it, be my guest. You do your thing. Pozemka, you'll be there soon. Because I did ask people in the Discord server, I'm like, do y'all want me to... Whoops, do y'all want me to upgrade Aya or Pozemka yet? I got back and forth answers with that. Right now, I'm working on Mudrock, and then I'll choose one of the two. I think I was gonna go with Golden Glow, but we'll see. Alright, so there's drones in this though. I mean, if Silver Ash is on, not Silver, well yeah, if I have Silver on one side, Thorns on one side, this should work. Okay, let's get it started, chat. Reading time. Alright. Because we're on stage 15 out of 17, right? So yeah, we're almost out of here. Alright, what's the situation? Areas D and E have severely been damaged, and the structures in other areas have sustained various degrees of damage as well. 19 people have light injuries, with nobody seriously injured as of yet. Also, chat, you know what I'm gonna do? And I'm only gonna do this because, I need something to, like, motivate me in the back of my mind. Because, like I said, it's tough for me to stay motivated about something if there's not something that's completely driving me. So as for the anime reactions on the channel, I'm gonna try to get up at least one every day. That's what I want to do. Every day for the rest of this month, I want to get up one anime reaction. So if I do not do that, what I'm gonna do for you guys is I will, I mean, and it's not super crazy, but it is just something. I'll gift 5 memberships to you guys, okay? That's what I'll do if I don't manage to do it. So you could virtually shake my hand on that, okay? We'll do that. And that's something I want to keep in the back of my mind. Just, like, stuff like that gives me motivation to be like, okay, no, I could push myself to make sure I do this. And don't overwork yourself, though. Yeah, no, I'll be fine. The thing is, it's one of those things where I know I can do it. Like, I know damn well I could do it. So, you could quote me on that. You could keep it down somewhere. Just remember, that's what we're gonna do. And I mean, we are in the shortest month of, but I mean, it's the shortest month we have, so yeah. So it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, since you're doing a binge watch or Death Note with your little brother, check it out too. Well, thank you. Okay, here we go, chat. Now it's actually time for the story. 19 people have light injuries, with nobody seriously injured as of yet. Okay, fortunately we followed the instructions given by you and the doctor and managed to move most of them to a safe area ahead of time. No, nowhere safe right now. Everywhere around you is dangerous. Our entire stronghold has been completely exposed to the Sarkaz. They're not going to stop until they've blasted this place into smithereens to make sure we have nowhere to hide. How much time do we have? 36 minutes. Maybe even less than that. The nearby plates are pretty old, and if we take the power of the artillery we've seen before and multiply that by the theoretical maximum output value, we won't even have 30 minutes before the structure above us collapse onto our heads. Okay, that's gonna... Yeah, that's sort of bad. Let Harmo know and we'll start the train right away. Train? You all should have seen it before. A few kilometers above us is a train station. I thought all the stations were occupied by the Sarkaz. Then all we have to do is take that one back. Now that the Sarkaz have cut off all our pathways to other burrows, this is the last chance we have to evaluate Sudin. Heidi, once we leave Sudin, do you have any way to keep us out of sight? Yes, I've been preparing for this. Once we arrive at the next station, we have friends who will disguise us until we successfully enter Central Londinium. Good. The biggest question mark will be whether or not we could safely board the train. Clovicia, how close are we from the city walls? Very close if we take the underground passages. I'd like to try climbing them from beneath. Amia, are you planning to... We'll buy time for the Self-Salvation Corps to retreat. Alright. Time to run. What's up, Scarlet? How you doing? And what's up, Oberon? How you doing? Alright, block all exits from the targeted plate and keep an eye on the train station. I don't want them crawling into the next gutter over. Good and me? I'm doing good. Set up the motion tracking ground targeting system. In case they still have some fight left in them and plan to escape through the surface via vehicle, we'll greet them with even more intense fire. Strengthen the defenses of all points inside the city walls. Let's see here. Also, change the control passwords for the defense artillery so no one but me can deactivate it. Oh, hello. Good, you're taking adequate precautions. General, you're here. In a matter of moments, these pesky insects have nowhere to hide. The Londinium rebels will never again dare to poke their heads out. More importantly, no one will be able to go in and out of the dark passages. We cannot see. The only thing the Dukes outside will hear will be our hand-picked messages. No one will interfere with our project's progress again. Manfred, am I not welcome to share this moment of triumph with you? Chattery says, please do not mock me so, your highness. Oh, you've gotten better than before. We hardly spoke 5 sentences and you already realize we are not Teresis. Your highness, whether or not his majesty is willing to turn a blind eye to you, should you draw the attention of the confessori, they will surely petition his majesty to restrict your movements. So who is this then, if it ain't him? What the hell? Very well, as you said, the military commission cannot allow 2 men to call the shots. Who the hell are you? It's a Splatoon character. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, in that case, I'll shift to an appearance I'm more comfortable with. How unusual that you're willing to meet with me using the same appearance you take at the royal court. What's up with people in disguises in Chapter 10? We vowed not to use the faces of the dead, so as to not scare you and your men. You came back sooner than expected. Even though you helped us root out the rebels, they definitely may still have an escape route I haven't found. If you could uphold your end of the deal and follow them until the very last rebel has fallen into our hands. Do you really think the doctor could keep us hidden for so long? More importantly, Manfred, you must not forget that we do not belong to you. I was out of line. Please forgive me. Don't talk to us the same way you do to old pink eyes. Ew. We've told you before, we don't fall for that drivel. As you wish, Your Highness. Since you decided to come back ahead of time, did you find what you were looking for underground? That King of Sarkaz is stronger than we thought, but it's far from mature. She knows little of what she is about to face. If we want to learn more about her, that will have to wait until she meets Her Majesty. You better not let the Confessor hear those words. And why not? They'll think the, Damatzi, cluster of the royal court had a change of heart. Let's see. You said they use collective terms, by the way. It's not even a gender thing. They literally refer to themselves as we. Ah. I see. So as the wiki said, they don't even have a gender. Everybody said looks hot. Okay. I got you. Did you say... Oh my god, did you just say chameleon us? Oh my god, Camilo Assi. What the f... I never thought it would be something that I read, but okay. Yeah, chat. It's freaking 10 in the morning. This is what we doing. Alright. Manfred, we've already done what we promised you. You and the vampire could clean up the rest of the mess yourselves. Oh right, the next time we speak, pick an identity for us that is still alive. Oh. Wait a minute, chat. So I just thought of something. And you don't have to answer if I'm not supposed to know yet. But for Teresa, right? That character that we just saw, did she pretend to be her at some point? Like, is that what happened? So that was just to mess with our brains in that trailer to make us think that she was there, but she really wasn't? Like, if I'm not supposed to know that yet, you could just put, like, dots or something if you can't answer that question. If that's something that I'll find out the answer to later. But, I just thought about that now. Because if she can just... Because if they could just turn into people, then, I mean, that would make a lot of sense. That would. But I don't know. So, I'll look at chat in a sec. Let me just read this first line. Vina, Amia, and the doctor have already left. Good. Okay. Alright, I don't know. No, probably. Okay. Alright. Dots. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the dots. Alright. Excuse me. The first wave of Salvation Corps forces are rushing towards the station above us. Hurry, pick up the pace. Once they capture the station, injured troops and non-combatant civilians will be the first aboard the train. Mr. Ballon, can I trouble you and find the... Can I trouble you and the medics to tend to the injured with restricted mobility? Everyone, please pay attention to the signal lights on both sides of the passage and don't get lost. Most of the command structure will go with the injured and the civilians except... Have all our people to enter the retreat channel? You will find out in Arknights Enfield. Oh my god. You'll always read that as ballin'. Yes. The integrity of the superstructure is continuing to erode. Commander, we have to get out of here quick. As long as everyone's inside, I'll be right behind you. 12. Sit rep. Commander, the underground areas won't hold for much longer. Our enemies are really still coming down. Yeah, Enfield in 2025. Report. Vina, should we go with Balin's group? We're staying. Staying? You're gonna stay here with Commander Clavicia? I have a feeling maybe she's getting it too. The strongest enemy might not be above us right now. And okay, so that means situation report. Okay. Sit rep. The cannons. Horn, the defensive cannons are activating again. This time they're targeting the plate closest to the city walls. From what I could tell, they're not aiming at us. But there's no guarantee that the surrounding areas are safe. Hello. Run! Hurry! Where's my daughter? Has anyone seen my daughter? Look out! Baba booey. There you go. Explosions. Get inside the sturdiest building as quickly as you can. No, get away from the city walls now. Oh, okay. So this is Londinium's defensive artillery. Based on the current situation, it won't be long until the cannon fire penetrates the plate and destroys the base structure. Oh yeah, she do got that equipment back. She ready to go. Those damn Sarkaz, is this the moment they've been waiting for? Are they trying to destroy the city? No, they've only activated a small number of cannons, and their targets are quite clear. They're trying to eradicate us and our friends. Horn, what should we do? Among the soldiers who came back with us yesterday, how many of them were originally part of the city's defense forces garrisoned here? Call them over. Bring the best equipment we've got. Tell them it's time to take back these walls from the Sarkaz. Alright. We're almost there. He said she got her booba back. Ah yes, you see, the boobs, they just magically reappear. That's all, it's like magic, Chad. You know? They left for a little bit, but they're back. Alright, careful, don't trip and fall. Are you hanging in there? It's hard to say. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I've also made the big mistake of trusting people I shouldn't. After that, for an entire month, it took everything I had to force myself to keep going. As soon as I stopped, I couldn't feel like I feel like I couldn't look Amia in the eye. There we go. Well, the battle's not over yet. People don't have enough time to catch their breaths. It'd be too much of a luxury for me to mourn or wallow in self-doubt. Mr. Feist, do you need help? I could calm you down. How, is it some sort of Orangenium arts? Something like that. So, do you also help your man with psychological treatment under normal circumstances? If the operator thinks it's necessary. Listen, relax. Amia's looking out for all of you. Mr. Feist, did I come off the wrong way? No, that's not it. I was just thinking you have some truly amazing arts. Even in a place like Londinium, I've hardly seen anything like them before. Miss Amia, I appreciate your kindness, but I don't think I'm ready to drive that scene out of my head so quickly. Then we'll just have to get right back to work. Let's do it. The drones are showing that the defense structures a layer above us is very thick. Can it be blown up? Not likely. If Londinium's defenses could get blown up so easily, well, let's just say we would have stormed the shard already, yesterday. There we go. Listen, I believe in you, Closure. I appreciate that, Doctor. You sure know how to twist your employees' arms. I finished scanning the lift, and as long as you guys could open up enough of a gap for me to push the drone through, I should be able to hack into the lift and take control of it. Of course, you'll have to find a bigger gap to get yourselves up first. Doctor, don't you think you should send a signal and call Misery over? Oh, the Misery. He has work to do. Fine, but I guess we'll have to do it ourselves. Oof. Alright, maybe the locals over here could give us some inspiration. If you could locate the support structure and apply an extremely strong external force, you might be able to open a little seam. Someone's rapidly approaching our location. Did the Sarkaz expect us to find a way to climb up the wall? Everybody wants to be my enemy. Listen, it's a banger song. Alright, who cares about that? I'll have the drone pack some Orangenium explosives. Feist, calculate the position. I'll think of some way to amplify the explosive effect. He's here. Hoderer. Let's kill the whole... Alright, here we are. Hey, my guy, how you doing? We meet again, leader of Rhodes Island. What happened to W? Are you sure you should be worrying about her right now? I heard you folks were short on time. I'm willing to set aside whatever happened between you two, as well as what happened at Chernobog with Scout. But Mr. Mercenary, if you intend on standing in our way, I'll cut you down without mercy. There you go, Amia. Angry Mia. For any mercenary, dying at the hands of Her Majesty's heir would be a great honor. You'd better hurry up, Amia. The bomb I planted just started ticking down. 1 minute, that's all the time we got. I'll stop Hoderer. No, Miss Amia, let me handle this mercenary. Mr. Feist, I found the support column, plus I have a plan, though I don't know how solid it is. If it works out, you and the Doctor need to seize the opportunity to get up the wall. I know you, young warrior. I also know that look in your eyes. The weight of everything you've lost has finally begun to set in, and you've lost your ability to trust in the soundness of your own decisions. Lost? Sorry, but even if I had the time, I'm not interested into a heart-to-heart with a butcher. Over here! Another smoke bomb? Even if I'm short a usable arm, your little tricks won't work on me. Come on, Sarkaz, give me your worst. Let me taste your sword, your machete, whatever weapons you've got on you. Trying to draw me away. Not a very sensible strategy. Empty bravado with no self-awareness isn't gonna buy you any miracles. Even if all your men were here, you wouldn't stand a chance against me. Confident with one arm, are ya? Pretty ugly run there without help. You're gonna bleed out soon enough. After all, you're just a craftsman. You and your men wave around wrenches and hammers and hope that's enough to hold back Sarkaz blades tempered by centuries of war? Beg the king of Sarkaz for help. Have her deal with me. The king of Sarkaz? What are you talking about? Sarkaz, you're the ones who brought war to Londinium. This is a war between us. 30 seconds. Amiya, focus your energy. Hold on tight, Doctor. Mr. Feist, I need your location. Mercenary, are you seeing this? Another flashy toy? Stop resisting. You can't fool me. Sure, you're right. Please, one last push. A metal crab? A mechanical toy? What's your play here? Quit screwing around. No, that's the most important thing you've taken from me. I've never fought alone. Look, old Bill helped me out again. It's all thanks to your paranoia, mercenary. My paranoia. You're using my... Ha! Do you finally get it now? Every time you swung your blade at me, you were carving your path to defeat. Amiya, Hodor cut through the structure a layer. Hurry, take aim, the bomb's about to blow. 3, 2, 1. Baba booey. It's been split open. That's a big enough gap. Alright, you're up, drone. The lift is ours now. Doctor, let's head up. Feist, are you hanging in there? Grab onto the zipline and we'll head up after them. You're not going anywhere. Closure. Have any more explosives? Yeah, catch. You. Thanks for the hand, mercenary. You've been bamboozled. Luca, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that sentence. What in the world? Alright, here we go. Fleeing through fire. Are we fleeing? Here we go. He said, thanks, you made me spit my drinking water out of my nose with your Baba Booey. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. Chat, you know what's so funny? I have a tendency for some reason, and this literally happens a bunch of where I make people spit out their drink by saying something stupid. I take great honor in that, you know? That is a compliment.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Alright, let's get this stage going. Alright, you going down, bring it around town. Let's do it. Alright. Oh, but yeah, we got them. It's those drones. Of course it's those drones. Okay, so... this is what we are going to do. Love being in a gorgeous mood. Okay, so there... little bit of this, a little bit of that. Alright, mow you down. Let's go. Oh, you just eating that, huh? Oh, no, you ain't eating it no more. Alright, so you're gonna have to be a distance away because I can't let you be close. There we go, perfect. Very good, very good. Alright. Let's have you like this. Okay, drone, don't do that. Alright. This should work well enough. And we could even do something like this. We're good. That cannon. It's gonna be a pro. Oh! I did not realize that switched over. Oh dear. Oh dear. I sort of need to deal with that drone. Where's that drone going? Fun. Yeah. Fun. Okay. Well, that happened. Let me improvise here.
For the marching, a war song. For the fallen, a lament.
Made up your mind?
So I'll be able to poke at this, yes? Yeah. So just poke at it.
Waiting is a tiny chip satisfied.
You said Ling ENVA is so good, geez. Yeah, she is quite good, Alright, and then what we'll do, have you ready. Ooh, what if I do something like this? I didn't realize I only have one healer. Whoops. I thought I had more than that, but I guess not. Might have been Surtur's fault. She killed too many first forms. Oh, right. That, okay, so that's what happened. Yeah, because when you kill them, it makes the little ones come out. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes quite a bit of sense. Okay, I have it locked on over here. Alright, this is not good. I could wait it out a little bit. Try to stall for a little bit. Okay, go. There we go. See, works out in the end. All's well that ends well, you know? That's how that goes, right? Okay, so here we are. Last few enemies, let's get crazy. Let's get a little crazy. Alright, now we just jump them.
Made up your mind?
Jump them. Nicely recovered though, thank you. We good.
Mission accomplished.
Alright. We doing good. You said I love Spectre Alter more than her guard form, mainly because she turns into a doll when she died and then comes back. It is pretty nice. Yeah, I love Spectre Alter though, she's great. I mean, if I didn't think that she was great, I wouldn't have upgraded her as much as I have. She will be M3 by the end of the day, so there's that. But my favorite EN voice actor, I like Irene a lot. I don't know if that's the favorite that I have, like the number one, but it's the first one that popped into my head. You know what I mean? Like, it is, very, very good. Like, if I go over to Irene, just... here you are. I also love the energy that Gabriel the Invincible has. It gets a bit overwhelming at times, but, you know, it's still good. Alright, for instance, let's see.
The tide still comes in. We can't let our guard down yet. I'm smiling? What? Is there a rule that you can't smile after a victory? Didn't you promise to show me around? If you were going to disappear the moment things got busy, you could have asked me to help. Irene, Inquisition Messenger of Iberia. Are you the Doctor of Rhodes Island? It seems the Aegir Hunters really trust you. Do show me how special you are as we work together in the future.
Yeah, the accent is gold. That it is, that it is. So yeah, there you go. That is an instance. I think Lumen's voice, he is Ian, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's go with...
I'm just an ordinary person, and it takes a huge amount of effort to even keep up with the others. However, if you really need what little I can offer, then I will be there for you at any time.
Solid. Yeah. There's a lot of other ones that are cool too. What I want to hear is ENW, but that's not a thing yet. As you can see. One day. One day, one day. I don't think I have Franca, to be completely honest with you. I don't believe so. Yeah, I do not. That I do not. There's an AI generated voice for W based on her Japanese voice? Hmm? You said you like that Lumen's EN voice gets the Spanish accent when he's flustered in battle and loses it in the base since it's safe and calm? Really? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. I also really like Silver Ash's voice. I think he has a great voice, I'm not gonna lie. You said you're imagining a Harley Quinn W voice, not quite fitting, but kind of at the same time. I can get where you're coming from. But we'll have to wait and see when W eventually gets, you know, an EN voice. I feel like they know that they cannot mess up with that, because if they give her a voice that doesn't suit her, everybody's gonna be pissed. The character's that popular, but they're just like, okay, we can't mess this up. We do this, we're screwed. Alright, I didn't even look at the stage, my bad. Blood Blade on High. Both the workers who built Londinium and the lofty, noble aristocrats who are forced, or who are to be forced by calamity down the same road. If they mess up W, Cal, and Rosmontis, we were right. Oh, man. I feel like it'd be hard to mess up Rosmontis. Alright, so this is a much bigger stage. Like a much bigger stage. You said the horn stage. I mean, I could see that we could use horn here. Why not? Let me get an unga bunga horn. Alright, this is good. I should bring another healer with me though, because having one healer is kind of crazy right now. I got one. Thinking of who the hell I'm taking out. Let me look at something again real quick. Okay, there's no drones in this. Alright, I can take Silver out for now. That is fine, that is fine. And who do I want to put in? I mean, do I want to be buffing, or do I want the range? I don't know. You said Fiametta's pretty good in this map? Because of that distance, yeah. that distance. Yeah, Horn and Fiametta, sure, why not? Why not? Why not? You said you pray for to whoever is voicing Cal's EN voice acting. Yeah, I wish them luck. I do wish them luck. So I'll do this.
Less dawdling. Come on.
That's how you sound? Wait a minute, I do not remember how you be sounding. Let's go with...
There's no fluking between success and failure. You did a better job than I imagined. The feeling of fighting in a squad. It's been a long time. Doctor? Is that your job title? How normal. How nice.
Doctor? The way she said doctor, dude. Okay. Here, don't worry, I'll put you to level 21. There you go. You are absolutely cracked now.
Keeping battle records is a pretty
You're welcome.
good habit.
I know. I'm too kind.
Less dawdling. Come on.
Alright, Hon, and... this should be good to go, I think. Let's do it. Alright, chat. Second to last stage, right? Not too shabby. Good enough, level 21. Alrighty. What's the path they're going on?
For enemy intel at the moment.
Say less.
Taking care of our operators has already occupied my whole schedule. Ooh, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
Nice and quick. Bink. Oh crap, you're going over here? That's my bad. Okay. I could work with this. Reason being, I'll just do this. Actually.
And thus has Autumn made reckoned her arrival. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Bink, bink. Bink, bink. And then what we'll do is, yeah, you could cover that. I mean, do that for the time being. And then how far back do I want to go with this? That works pretty well. Sure.
Complete my assignment.
You said we're getting a lot of vehicle enemies lately. Those vehicle enemies in Ideal City. Whew. Oh lord. They were something. They were something, definitely. And I don't mean that in a good way. Definitely not. Okay, what do I want to do here? Well, I definitely can't have you there because you'll get cooked. Where do I want to put you? Where do I want to put you? I mean, I could always do this. This could work very well.
I only do what I
honestly.
Ooh, almost around me, guys.
And then what I need to do? Oh, geez, my fault. I have Horn over here, and I wasn't even using her skill. What I need to do is let's take out Naruto, and we'll put in you. Okay, yeah, you are over here.
You want to topple me? By what?
Well, first I gotta deal with all this nonsense in front of me, huh? There we go. Yeah, just keep going. You're doing great. Okay, cool. Honestly, what I have here is working, so.
Boring. I don't like damage unless it's necessary.
You know, I'm not even gonna say anything. Not this time, chat. I'll just take the L. Sometimes you just gotta take the L, you know what I mean, chat? Sometimes you did it to yourself. So I will just take that one. You're coming this way. Oh, damn. Okay, wait a second. These enemies ain't messing around over here? Is that what's going on? Well, well, well.
I shall lead the assault.
Let's see what I could do. Oh, God. Don't die. Who died? Oh, that was... Okay, that was... Oh, my God.
Fully ready.
Ooh. Hang in there. Hang in there. Fight. Don't you die on me. Jeez. We okay? We okay? Oh god, that's a lot of carts. You said, can I hold the enemies so they could stay in the bomb range? You are correct. That's probably a good idea, so I could hold them off for a bit. Oh, crap. Wait, somebody just got through. No! Okay. You know, this run has been a little scuffed on this one, but oof. I did not want that to happen. I paid attention to the left side and not the bottom. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. I'll still try to stick this through. Oh god, I don't really want to put you right there, but I mean, you're already right here, so just deal with it. You're gonna have to deal with it. But you're getting cooked at the same time, Loki. And I can't really save you, because we're here. Damn! Not the best course of action. Okay, damn, because if I put you here, you're gonna get steamrolled no matter what. It's not gonna be able to... Crap.
Ready to fall in.
I need to help you desperately.
Waiting is its own art, too.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did I say oh dear? Because I mean oh dear. This ain't good. This is very bad. We need a cook over here right now. Because this is kind of crazy. Okay, you're shooting at nothing. Let me help you. Alright, it's just you at this point, so. This is the hardest stage besides the hell stages. Yeah, it did get a little tricky. I'm mad that I let one enemy get through though, but that was only because I wasn't paying attention. It's fun. I'll take it. Okay, take it. It's a stage I could do over again and complete it, you know, without letting anybody get through. Do we need to keep increasing our reload rate? Are you seriously trying to eradicate every mobile plate in the city? Got a problem with the general's orders? I'm just concerned that bombardment on the scale will have an effect on the walls. Nothing like this has ever happened before. And if Londinium wants to swap out plates inside the city, we'd simultaneously have to shift around the walls. Didn't ask. Are you going to obey or are you going to die? Those are your only two options. What's the matter? I think he still has a third option. Well, he said, speaking of hell stages, when will you do them on stream? Looking forward to the molding. I don't do hell stages. I haven't done hell stages. It's not something that I really, have on my list of things that I look to do. Yeah, died later or die now is what he meant. Yes. Can you still stand, Captain? I'll be alright. Who are you? An old battle buddy. Over here, someone snuck in. The shield, where the hell did Victorian soldiers come from? Don't worry about it, because you're done. Alright, it feels pretty nice to use a weapon I'm familiar with. Captain, can this model of cannon take out the control system of the city defense artillery? No, it's not possible. No, not even Chapter 5 hell stages I haven't done, no. I was expecting as much. Horn, we've mopped up the Sarkaz outside. Make sure to thank Mr. Misery again on my behalf. Captain, is there any other way to deactivate the artillery? No need for the long face. You've been praying that we'd come. After all, you didn't cover up your old ID from the city defense forces. This is just a blunder. The Sarkaz won't kill me over something like this yet. But if you help us, you'll be put to death. And my family, too. They'll get dragged in. The Sarkaz could kill them off at any time. I understand. Carly? Put your sights on this traitor. Lieutenant, where am I supposed to aim? Here, at my heart. If I die, perhaps only then the Sarkaz will forget about me and stop haunting my family. If you've made up your mind, we'll work with you. Alright, thank you, Lieutenant. If you want to turn off the cannons, there's only 2 ways. One is to have the Sarkaz General stop them himself. The other is to completely destroy the control room. For the first method to work, we'll have to defeat Manfred. Well, I've done that already. But that was in CC. Anyways, that's right. And as for the second option, we don't have enough firepower, and besides, are you prepared to tear down a cornerstone of Londinium's walls with your own hands? I know what we should do. Well, I know it's what we should do, but... Okay, no, it's... Yeah. I read that right. What about you, Captain? Are you prepared? I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Eh? Lieutenant, you missed. Bloody hell, I suppose my hand slipped. Help him down the lift. Whether he lives or dies should be in his own hands. Too much has happened on these walls today. We don't need to add another traitor. What about us? Should we head up as well? Let's go. We're gonna pay Manfred another visit. Yep, time for Manfred to get bodied. Whoa, this lift is going up way too fast. Let's not talk right now, or I might vomit all over the doctor. Ew. After all, we've been dragged several hundred meters via zipline. Don't do that again. Everyone catch your bearings. Enemies are approaching. Here we are. We've got more intruders here. Report to the General immediately. Amiya, intercept the attack. We'll catch up to the runner. Closure. We need to find some way of shutting down those cannons. If that means we have to take out Manfred, we'd better do it. Make it quick. The longer we take, the more remaining Salvation Corps on the ground will be at risk. Yeah, you want to just throw up on the enemies? Was that blood splatter? To think you'd get blasted like this by a boy who's barely seen a fight. What an embarrassment you are. Damn. Even a tiny metal crab, when backed into a corner, will pinch your hand. You better hope Manfred buys your story. You shouldn't be here. It's too risky. So you'd rather lean against rubble, gasping for breath, than let me lend you a hand? Is this, oh god, why can't I think of her name? Don't tell me, I'm gonna try to remember. I'm gonna be honest now, I'm not remembering the name. The name is not popping up into my head. It's like, I know who this is, but I don't know who this is, because I don't remember the name, if that makes sense. Yeah, chat, you could say the name, chat. You could say the name. I'm mad that I don't remember the name. Ines, thank you. Thank you. It's like, I knew who she was, because from, like, Arknights memoir, but I just didn't remember the name. Thank you. So yes, the copium hopium theory worked. She is alive. If you wanted to hold me up, the other side would be better. Thanks to her, I can't move this arm anymore. You ran into her. What did you think? Well, she noticed Her Highness. Then she didn't change at all. You're positive? We all saw what she was like back then. Even when she was chasing down those assassins, her body riddled with wounds. Could she have imagined that Her Majesty wasn't dead? She's not the volatile, impulsive mercenary she used to be. So she's getting even crazier? Who could say? The truth is in front of us. She snuck into Londinium by herself and didn't toss a single bomb for 2 weeks. Not even Manfred noticed her. The way she was before, she would have rushed straight into Westlag and buried 100 landmines under Teresa's throne before getting herself killed by Confessor Eye. I could reasonably assume she's formed some wiser plans from those folks from Babel, or rather, Rhodes Island. You almost traded your life away just to make sure of that? Aren't you playing it a bit too Fast and loose? Manfred's underlings always have their eyes on me. This was the only safe way we could meet. Too bad for Schwab. He made his peace the moment he sided with W. Or should I say, we've all made our peace. I sure hope so. Who's there? I smell Confessarius. I told Manfred you couldn't be trusted. Hoderer, did you really think you could hide your clever little gestures from our eyes? This is all a misunderstanding. Oh, unfortunately for you, you won't have another chance to twist words around it in the front of the leader and the regent. You don't need to pretend to bow your head anymore. Pick up your sword and revel in your last battle, mercenary. If that is an order, then you are powerless. You can't hope to protect your companions. Not a single shadow here could escape my eyes. Hoderer, run! No, you're not giving orders here. It costs us a lot to come this far. Even more the reason that we both can't die here. Worry not, I'll execute both of you together. You may take a moment to decide who goes first. I don't think so. You went down without a struggle? It's you. Hey. So you're Ascalon. Well, hello. Yeah, hello. And what did I say? Hello? Yeah? Yeah. Alright, no one could claim to master all shadows. Infinite possibilities lie where the eyes cannot perceive. Hurry, get out of here. If you want to live, return to the sunlight. What about you? I still have other things to do. I'll have you know, Confessor I underlings aren't the only ones here. She was looking, good. What's that sound? Commander, the metal structure behind us just fell. That's not all. He's here. You feel it too? Vina, I didn't hear anything except the sound of shelling. The sound of his heartbeat disappeared. What? Run! Uh-oh. Oh, here he comes. Alright, we've lost contact with the 12th. They've all been sacrificed. Yes, their voices completely vanished. These pitch-black pipes should amplify any and all sounds. Breathing or footsteps, the clacking of a metal crab crawling through the pipe, or the rumble of machinery. These pipes will record the vibrations of any signs of life. And in an instant, all of those voices were devoured. You mean to say this darkness behind us is all the life that it has devoured? Just like what happened at the banquet 3 months ago. Engineering team, close. Close the first safety lock. Yes, Commander. Miss Siege, you've got sharp senses. Are you familiar with Londinium's underground structure? I remember by saying you're from around these parts. I've only been here once, but I've heard a lot of stories about these pipes. 100 years ago, a terrible fire ripped through the heart of Londinium. Only the royal family and a few nobles managed to escape the flames. After that, a legend began to circulate that a magic circle was hidden beneath the palace that could allow the royal family to escape any disaster. When I first heard that story, I couldn't help but wonder, would our royal family also use these very same pipes for their escape? The story I heard was very similar to your version. The workers who built Londinium, the posh aristocrats and nobles, and the royal family itself were all forced to take the same route during these times of crisis. That already is a story that writes itself. Commander, the safety lock is starting to give. This door cannot hold him back. Are you serious? The door's thickness could withstand 7 or 8 salvos from an armored vehicle. Retreat! Fall back! Yep, it's time for the secret Joestar technique. Oh dear. With a sharp, ear-splitting noise, a fissure appears in the middle of the metal door. Under the tearing and folding of the tremendous force behind the door, the thick metal sheet seems thinner than paper. The fissure continues to grow, the dark void behind it like a monstrous abyssal maw. Close the second safety lock. Understood. Ah, my leg! My spleen! See? I told you. The door slams shut with a heavy thud, but the person sealing the door suddenly slips. Before he has a chance to scream, then Something invisible drags him into the shadows behind the door. Oh, hell no. What was that noise? A smudge of blood seeps through the door's crack. This is a horror movie now. Not even the pool of blood is allowed to escape. In an instant, the shadows lurch through the door and instantly devour half the passageway. Another massive roar rings out, though it is unclear whether it came from overhead or behind. The pipe shudders, and the shadow's edge blurs like a predator's mouth parts extending to latch onto its prey's ankle. I've also heard of another story. Did you hear, what's it called? Yeah, I heard the scream. During a battle 200 years ago, a Victorian army joined forces with 2 other nations to lay siege to a city called Casdell. One night, an entire army of heavily armed soldiers, or troops, disappeared in a valley where they were stationed. The Count, who had dispatched the army, sent men to investigate their whereabouts, but only saw the crimson of the setting sun reflected against the mountain walls. And as everyone remembered, that day, the sun had not come out at all. The third safety lock. Is this the last one? Clavicia doesn't answer her, just like her answer, devoured by the monster flooding through the pipes. Oh dear. Oh, here he comes. He's a man friend.
Things
All right, anyways.
disappoint on occasion. There's no need to blame yourself too hard. Leave the rest to me.
Well, well, well. Here we are, chat. Victoria's child is braced against this land, and still, through Riven and Worn, it has not yet fallen. It's about that time. For the one, the only, you may love him, you may hate him, regardless of what you feel, he's on the way. Manfred. Alright. Freddy Man, alright. What's up, Ramsey? How you doing, my dude? I'm doing good. I'm doing quite well. About to do the boss fight for this chapter. Actually, let me see something. Yeah, okay. Oh, you just got some ice cream. What type of ice cream you got? You said love this part, but ain't gonna spoil? Well, thank you. Thank you for not spoiling. Alright. Feel like we're just gonna go for this full sentence thing, yeah? Alright, chat. Final stage of the chapter. Let's go for it, eh? Also, if you haven't hit the like button on the stream, please be sure to do so, by the way. And if you are new, hit that subscribe button also. It helps out very much getting the streams to new people. Alright, so you're here. Manfred? It seems that the Sanguine Archer will be greatly disappointed. He detests dark, damp places the most, yet went into the rebels' subterranean nest to seize you personally. He must surely have caught up to your friends by now. One wonders if the cries from underground will carry so far up this tower. Oh boy. Oh dear. You wicked, wicked, wicked devil. No, I don't admire his methods whatsoever. The rebels who died to my cannon fire are far luckier than the ones suffering his torment. You're both just the same. In your eyes, maybe so. Whenever you use devil and such to refer to us all, it shows that fear and hatred have long clouded your eyes. The Victorians regard the Sarkas as a collective of barbarians reveling in slaughter. Those who thought like that are now either kneeling before the throne, or now pale skeletons dried up upon the city walls. You and Teresis, the army you've led, has devastated the city. No matter how you claim, you and the vampire are different. You're both invaders here, hands dripping with blood. You seem to misunderstand, Countess of Rhodes Island. I'm not solely drawing lines between myself and the Prince of Blood. Yes, in a certain respect, his predilections disgusts me, but I, like him, do not work the way all the kings of the court do. When they stand in front of you, they see Her Majesty's successor, and they may treat you with skepticism, curiosity, or disgust for it. I can only feel vigilance from you. Yes, Countess, I can simply see you as a dangerous enemy. Baba Booey again! Did he just toss a grenade at us? Hold on to the wall! It's his arts. He's using arts to make shock waves. Arts energy to make shock waves. He's trying to throw us off the city. Can't stand straight. It's like every part of the ground's erupting. The drones can't get near him any closer at all, and they lose balance. Everyone, get behind me. Mia, are his arts fusing with yours? He's deliberately narrowed and sharpened his attack. He's breaking down the energy layers I form. What? You were able to resist a Draco's flames, though. Oh, you got chocolate? Okay. He's familiar with our combat style. His arts are targeted at Mia. I knew full well you'd come. You'd think I'd just sit here waiting for you? There goes another one. It's not just the ground. It's above us. Wherever red flashes by, it explodes in midair. Miss Mia, can't you use mental arts? Can't you just try and cram his head with some kind of rubbish? No. He's too well defended, and he's too calm. I can feel the edges of his emotions. But right now, his heart only thirsts for victory. He's stalling for time. Yes, his mind isn't set on battle. He's just waiting for the vampire and defense artillery to destroy the resistance. Stalling for time. Decent conjecture. Keith, I've always been more intrigued by you than that countess who lucked into the power of the king. You face graver circumstances than this on the battlefield. The choices you make always seem to be the ones more beneficial to whole. Please tell me, what are you about to do next? Will you expend all your efforts to kill me and eliminate a long-term threat, or think of some other way to get around me and save these Victorians below? Decisions. My guy said, "Oh, wow!" Mr. Battleton, what's happening up ahead? Partial collapse in the passageway. 3 fighters couldn't escape in time. Route around it. We're pressing on. Remember, no matter who we lose on this journey, the rest of us can't stop. The longest we've seen Mia have an angry face, we are in quite the dire situation. Up quick. Do you see that train? The Sarkaz haven't found us yet. From the looks of it, let's think of a way to blend in there and grab the controls. Harmo, watch out! Oh dear. That's not good. Sarkaz crossbowmen, they've ambushed us! Ruck, one step out and we'll get hit. Best we run back underground. Going back is riskier still. The commander says our only chance is to get the train moving before the Sarkaz destroy the space underground. But Harmo... Captain Harmo gave his life. I'm in charge now. Listen, we have to start the train immediately after we interrupt their shelling. If I fall, then it's down to the next one, even if there's just one man left in the end. We have to get him out of here. Oh boy. I think the door is almost a lost cause, isn't it? Commander, we'll hold them off. Don't. You can't. You don't think that we know that, Rhodes Islander? Men of the 13th, with me. Oh, dear. Hey, you're running backwards. Don't be daft. The door's down. Shoot. Blow him up. Everyone, go. We're taking that monster down with us. Are you sure about that? You said just bodies to stall for even 1 second. Ooh, yeah, every second counts. Every second counts. He's here. That's a lot of blood. The smoke clears, and a figure emerges from the end of the jet black tunnel. This monster brandishes no claws, has no twisted limbs, bears no sharp fangs, nor keen incisors, nor grows any extraneous feelers. He seems like nothing more than a young noble whose picture could be in the papers, one who'd speak frankly about Londinium's political and economical situation. If only the ground below his feet was not soaked in fresh blood. What a terrible smell. Your men fight rather too dirty. Monster. Don't you think of getting near the commander. My hand, nothing even touched. Now this scent's much cozier. I wouldn't mind using the only thing of worth in your bodies to give the floor a wash. The vampire airily lifts a finger, as if holding up a crystal chalice, or following a pulse of a piece of music. The shadows leap up from beneath him, latching onto the soldiers' bodies, winding about their limbs. What chilling screams follow are drowned entirely under the liquid that bursts forth. The concentrated iron reek boring into nasal cavities, bright red overflowing, whatever one looks. This is the instant the people stood at the tunnel's other end realize. What chased them was no shadow at all. It was running blood, as thick as could be. Prepare to be drowned by blood. Is this how warfare in enclosure used to look? Yeah, you better get the garlic. That's the first thing that pops into your mind? Well, what the hell do you want me to think? It's better than being stark terrified, innit? Run like hell. Well then. The first thing that I thought looking at you made me think of Gladia. I'm not gonna lie, you look similar to that one Gladia skin. Anyways. Oh, whoops. Where is the King of Sarkaz? What are you? I come so far. Go all this trouble for an audience with her, and she cowers behind you frail little creatures, not even daring to meet me. Oh! Amiya. He's here for Amiya. You meant that King, whatever he said, you sure that it's Amiya? Isn't Amiya a countess? Forget it. It's not important. But Amiya's not here. That's good. Fair. She might not cope best with this monster of a thing. Wonder if her and the doctor have almost won. What am I thinking? Even if they could shut the city artillery down, we're about to be torn to scrapes over here. Or scraps. Vina, what's our plan? Run? Like Scoobs? I don't want to, and I can't die here. Yeah, you better book it. So run, Vina. Run into the darkness before you. Don't think. These tunnels will take you anywhere you wish to go. Run. We can't keep this deadlock up anymore. Doctor, step back. I'm gonna condense stronger energy. I have to defeat Manfred as quickly as possible. No. Doctor, please trust me. I've matured a lot since the last time I removed my inhibitors. I knew I wouldn't let myself fall, just as we entered Londinium. He's hoping you'll do this. His energy is densifying. It's like a net from head to toe. It's everywhere. The air's full of invisible oranginium crystals. He's scattering them as beacons for his attacks. No wonder. It's like invisible drones are throwing bombs all about. Mr. Feist, you and Closure have to get away. If you get caught, there'll be nowhere to hide. You could use more strength than that, Countess. I'm forcing my arts against this energy flow. Savor it. I formed this cage myself. Am I less able to shake it the more I struggle? Countess, you said my mind wasn't set on this battle with you. You were only half correct. I'll deliver you bound before Her Majesty. The Sarkaz and Londinium are loath to see an outblood flaunting her borrowed power from the king. I can't, and I don't want to command them. Doctor, release my cringe inhibitors. I'm done. Of course you can't. But they shouldn't be commanded by Teresis either. When I stayed in Kazdel, I saw so many Sarkaz warriors. Plenty of them were mercenaries, and after that, at Chernobog, I met them again. Even when they were being exploited by Talula, at least they knew who their enemy in each battle was, and they knew they were giving up their lives for a future. But now, you've trapped them inside a foreign city, and ever since the moment I came, I sensed their frustration, their anxiety, their bewilderment. You read my warrior's emotions. The net's tightening? Are you angry? Countess, has anyone ever told you you're too conceited? You're no more than an infected. You've never experienced anything for yourself. for yourself what truly constitutes a Sarkaz life. You simply sit on the side and watch. What makes you think you could truly comprehend our pain, our resentment? It's true, I might not be able to comprehend, but the fire that blazes in your hearts, it's burned since the distant past into the present, from the first raising of Kasdel to today in Londinium, and even now it's still within me. It burns incomparably true, truer than any illusion that words or arts could conjure. Say your piece as you please, infected. I know how this power of yours originates. Once a lie is spun, it will not be any less of a lie, no matter how convinced the liar is of it. Sarkaz, infected, no matter how you identify each one of us, we're all just ordinary people wanting to live through the unjust circumstances we were put in. But Teresa's has brought everyone into a hopeless war. Look at the Victorian Duke's armies outside the city. All it takes is for them to point their lances the same way. It could be Kasdel, it could be Londinium, but all that awaits the Sarkaz then is ruin. No matter what you're using to spur them on, bloodlines, authority, renown, it's those that are the total lies. When did you reform your energy and make some scant space? I was not wrong, Countess. You are very dangerous. Your power, your speech, it may be unable to shake our mightiest soldiers, but it certainly brings our enemies the delusion of hope. I don't want them struggling any further. You have no choice but to stop them here. I will never let them or let you enter this city again. But I will crush flat this cage of yours. Cage? I'm not even sure it lives up to that. Huh? Someone's altering the density of my arts. Wait, it's you again. Oh, the misery. Doctor, am I a little late here? Finding a route through Londinium city walls, well, that's tough, even for me. Luckily, I found a few outstanding helpers. Appreciated, thanks, misery. Alright, Vice, zipline. And now, we jump. Let's do it. Minutes before. Meanwhile... Doctor, I've locked onto Manfred. Barely anyone's with him. He's not scared of us approaching him. You think he's overpowered? He looks like he eats fights for breakfast. Maybe Teresa's taught him a bunch of moves. Can we seriously pound him into stopping the artillery like a good boy with just 5 minutes? No, scratch that. No I in this we. At this point, you can't count me and Feist as part of your combat force. Throwing logistics into this fray would be a hell of a way to waste lives. Amiya, you're all we've got. Manfred is a powerful enemy, but we've faced powerful enemies to come all this way, and we'll surely face more still. Amiya, you keep all of Manfred's attention. Yeah. Closure, Feist, ready our retreat from the tower. The one we're waiting for is almost here. And here we are. Reprising old tricks? Did you really think I'd let you all escape a second time? A thread of energy comes rushing in as if it's locked onto some position in the air. You almost feel the point of that sword slice at the tip of your feet. Ooh. Trying to cut my damn toes until a shield comes in front of you all. Hey, yo, horns here. Drop any thoughts of pursuing them, Sarkaz. Your fight is right here. White Wolf, I didn't imagine you'd come face me again, so this passage is bidirectional. What a surprise. You sent them away and brought yourself in at the same time. It wasn't me. It was us. Behind Horn, a soldier stands up, and then a second, and then a third, and now over a dozen Victorian soldiers block the Sarkaz general's way. All of them camouflages dropped. They wear a dizzying array of different uniforms, a majority scarred in the roiling flames of war, some covered in mud and cobweb, some splattered by the blood of their own comrades. Their weapons are just as motley, some still holding regulation swords, some instead tilting self-fashioned crossbows, but their faces all bear an identical vigor. This time they stand firm or fall once and for all. They will never retreat. Let's go. This is it. A gaggle of leftover forces thinks they could beat me. You aren't fit to fight me, even with a weapon. Have you forgotten you owe your last escape from my grasp entirely to that Rhodes Island Sarkaz meddler? You could stop checking all around, Sarkaz. When you don't respect your opponent on the battlefield, you're the first to fall. Your blabbering may well be more stubborn than your shield. Oh boy. Watch the enemy's attack angle. Assemble behind me. I wasn't planning to eliminate you, but I didn't know you'd be so eager to hold your own funeral. Here I thought you'd have some level of tactical prowess, White Wolf. You bring a platoon of wounded men to resist me, and have your soldiers give up their lives one after another. Is this your so-called professional spirit? Don't forget where you're stood right now. This is the city wall of Londinium. Don't you go assuming you've already conquered her, Sarkaz. Oh, we ready? See for yourself. We're still right here. Alright, chat. It's go time. It is but the moment we have been waiting for. You damn, it's actually wounded people fighting too. Everybody's got to give it their all if we're going to get it done.
We have no time to hesitate.
The last stand.
There are souls waiting for us behind the fire.
The last stand.
I'm here to help.
Here we go. It's all or nothing. Man treasure. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies showing up. Ooh, dear. Alright. Get poking. Let's get poking. Okay, so you could go... Yeah, that might be the ideal positioning. So I could just blast everything. Or I could do it here. I'm trying to think of the spot that I really want. Do I want this or do I want this? I got this. Screw it. Alright, you need help over here. Okay.
Every battle deserves to be enjoyed.
We gotta shred through these dudes quick.
Attention. I'll impart on you all the cries I've heard.
And then I have an idea. Yeah. Wait, no.
Waiting is its time. More! I have to get serious now.
Alright, this is gonna work. We should be fine. We should be good. Boom, easy. Okay, so we'll do it again. Manfred, how you doing, buddy? Good? Having a good time? Alright. So let's see. Yeah, I need you to not do that. Oh god, so what's the route you're gonna be taking? Because that's a problem.
The split halberd sinks in the sand. Great aspirations unrecompensed.
Gonna have to make something work here. I'd probably begin with a little funny surter. Things are getting a little hectic. Okay, wait, I used your skill thinking that they were gonna come over there. That's my bad. Oh my god, we need to hurry up. Neural skill, neural skill, neural skill, neural skill, please. This is risky. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're safe. Boom. Do it. Keep going. Keep going. Bring him down to that second phase. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. Nice. Okay. Step number 1 complete. Alright. This is, oh yeah, this is where he starts just zapping around, yeah.
This is
He's just gonna start zapping us.
battlefield.
Okay, put that back over there. Oh, you ain't looking too hot. Oh boy.
Call for help immediately if you're injured.
Okay. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Serious now.
Oh, the freaking worms. Ugh.
Truly, one word to
Worms
address
die.
all beneath the heaven. One scope to spare none upon the earth.
Oh boy. We gonna need another dragon.
Patience. You will not come apart.
Okay. We good. If you're gonna... Yes, there we go. Hell yeah. You know, we could... Okay, no, hell no. I was gonna try to do something dank. At this point... If you're gonna be right there, you're gonna get blasted like this.
I'll be right there. Whew. I have to get serious now.
Nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay, you're good now. I don't really... Oh, did I have you on the wrong skill? I do. Whoops. You were not supposed to be on that skill. My bad. You definitely weren't supposed to be on that skill, but that's fine. Because we're about to end this.
Come, best me if you can.
Yeah, Horn, just stay right there. You're doing great. Yeah, Manfred, you never really stood a chance. Manfred, easy clear thanks to training and CC. Yeah, chat. This is the quickest I've beat a story boss in a hot minute. This is absolutely the quickest. Like, this is actually crazy how fast we did this. Huh.
One word to address all beneath the heaven.
Wow. That was 6 minutes. Huh. I mean, yeah, we did do CC, so I knew his gimmick. Yeah, if I went in completely blind, I probably would have got beaten up pretty bad. Manfred, more like man dead. Yeah, okay, oh, that's a job well done, I guess. I guess I'll put this up as a YouTube video for you guys, since it was so quick. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And as always, don't do crack. Okay, that's gonna be a YouTube video. That's the easiest YouTube video ever. What the hell, chat? What the hell? Anyways, YouTube short, bro. Honestly, that was, okay. Yeah, the training arc, it paid off, dude. It paid off. Alright. Oh boy. You're already down to your last few men. On any past battlefield, Victoria would have needed at least 2 or more Steam Knights in order to hold me off. Yeah, hard mode. But look at yourselves now. You're just a bunch of plain soldiers. Hold formation. Those who still have energy in your shield, stand together with me. Sniper, sustain fire. Pin him. Yes, Captain. I've said it before, no matter how strong he is, he's still just a flesh and blood Sarkaz infected. His arts have a limit. You want to wait until I cast my body dry? You'll never live to see me exhaust my strength. Like I said, ooh! Man down. Blake! Horn, take my sword. Got it. When they fall, they turn their gazes to you, still with hope. I never thought I'd see such brilliance in Londinium again, but how much longer can this fragile light persist? Horn! Robin? No cause for alarm. Falling here, just returning back to Londinium's land. Oh god, everybody's falling. Oh, damn. Sarkaz! Oh, you pissed her off. You fired all your remaining ammunition at once. Well done, you've stopped me in my tracks for the first time. But after this, you're out of tricks. After you watch your comrades die one by one, you will lose the will to fight too, White Wolf. Look what you did. Look what you did. Rita, I can understand how disappointed you are in your father. Yes, a soldier's blood flows through my body. But just as Victoria invented steam trains, yet only decades later abandoned steam, modern Victoria has taken off the crown meant for, people to lift their gazes at, and no longer needs soldiers like your great-grandmother or me to fight for her. There'll come a day, the White Wolf, together, the lion, Padisha, he companioned, will be no more than indistinct images left in the history books. Your father's taken note of that. He's ground down his own sharp claws so the family isn't torn apart by the tides of the ages. But you're different. You grow in a changing Victoria. Rita Scamandros, you don't need to fight a land trotter's campaign in the name of the Aslan King, but Victoria is still your home. Sarkaz, so long as you occupy our cities, I will always have a reason to fight. My desire to defeat you is shared with every Victorian. Your shield is of little use now. I still have a sword. Your sword, as common as could be. You want to battle with me with a sword like this? Don't underestimate it, or me. You're so fond of remembering the Steam Knights. When you take off the armor that Victoria forged them, they turn out just to be Victorians. There you go. Here we go. We actually got inside? Why is this wall turned so soft? Not bad. For an instant back there, I thought my head was gonna get painted over Londinium's walls. It was Misery's arts. He wouldn't see us hurt. Right. Cal told me your brain was an important asset to Rhodes Island. My hands don't come cheap either. Come on. After that, I'm never asking to hitchhike with you again. Blaze carrying me everywhere is a way smoother ride than your arts. Am I right or am I right, Doctor? Your hands are always busy. That's gonna be something. I wouldn't say the Blaze Express is that comfortable. You better take a breather, Misery. I agree, Misery. I saw it clearly. Manfred almost impaled you with that thrust. That was just a desperation blow. He had no other move. You successfully provoked his rage and made him overlook my approach. I didn't even think I could fool him twice. I didn't all intend to. When he asked me that, I definitely felt his anger. That rage of his rushed at me like a heat wave. If Manfred uses all his strength, anyone nearby would have trouble lasting for long. Best I... Misery, I know that you want to help the Victorian officer, but using large-scale matter transformation arts several times in one day is too taxing on your body. It's okay, Mia. I won't drop dead for a while yet. Besides, I promised Cal. You elite operators make plenty promises to Cal, don't you? Inject these emergency meds into yourself. The fight in Londinium only just begun, and I don't want to see you off somewhere alone again, swallowing down all the blood you're practically throwing up. Amia, enemies inbound. Amia, cut him off. Feist, tie up 6 zip lines to me. Damn, closure, let's plant the bombs. Misery found us a weak point in Londinium's defense system. We need to see this control system room destroyed. Blistering speed. White Wolf. This was your true aim, wasn't it? Fangs and claws as fierce as these, yet tamed by Victoria's noble etiquette. Was it really worth it? Sarkaz, wasn't your present appearance once packaged in a so-called culture? I hear your people used to look very different. A PNG fight. You could try your hardest, but you still cannot kill me, so long as the city's defenses continue to churn. No, wait, White Wolf, you're only stalling me. You and Rhodes Island are collaborating again. Us? Never. Collaboration. Do you know who they are? Do you know what that Countess leader is? Shaky PNG fight. I only know that they could stop you. The true PNG fight. White Wolf, should you miraculously succeed today, you will witness a corner of Londinium's walls collapse with your own eyes. Is that what you want to see? From this moment on, the legend of Londinium ever standing may well no longer. From this moment on, the fact that you stood here means the idea of Londinium has never fallen is nothing more than a self-reassuring joke. Damn you, if these dukes outside take note of this. Are you aware you finally showing a hint of panic in your face? That goes to show my decision was the correct one. If this wall only exists to smother the screams of Victorians from within, then it's already lost its founding purpose. You ought to let those dukes hear. Hear how our fellow citizens cry out under your slaughter. PNG fight, baby! Yo, let me get my 3D glasses. Man, I haven't watched a 3D movie in so long. How much longer until we could go outside? You don't want to go out there. Oh, it feels like this passage is about to collapse and we're all gonna die here. Don't look down and don't look back. If the fear gets too much, just stare at the way ahead. The signal light's still on. This is our hope that our soldiers lit for us. We wait for the light as it turns bright, and then we catch sight of the sun in Londinium once again. The train. Their firepower's too strong. Rock, we can't get any closer to the train. The bombardment hasn't stopped. Can the people down below still hold out? How much time do we have left? There's been no word from the commander's end. I believe in my family. That's the one and only reason I've kept on this far. Oh boy. Bloody hell, I can't get these things off me. That's not it. You see how fast they were a moment ago? He's slowing them on purpose, like he's just watching how long we could run for. What kind of sicko is he? A bloodthirsty one. Listen to the sound of your breaths, your pulses. Are you finally tired out? Is this the honor of the Sarkaz? This isn't fit to be called a battle. Battle? You seem to have the wrong idea. The king of Sarkaz isn't here, so I'm left with no matching opponent at all. Would you converse with the meat beast about glory or honor, when you know full well that hunting them serves to do nothing but excite your senses, that their only ultimate service is an entree on your dinner table? You treat us as prey? You may be a Sarkaz, but slaughtering us like this out of pure personal taste is far too barbaric. Do not appraise me by your understanding of culture. It would be the most hideous kind of slander to me. Try and resist me before the filthy rubble pummels you into mincemeat here. I will borrow your blood to record your feelings at death's door. All your fear, unwillingness, anger, let them burst forth upon me to your heart's content. Vina, get over here. No. Vina! Morgan, you fall back too. You're going to stand in front of us all and resist him? Yes. You're no match for him. I know. And you're not planning to turn and flee, even if you'll be shredded in an instant and have your flesh leave the dullest stain in this whole tunnel? Only if you could all run faster than I can. Why? Because. There is no because. I just want to do this. When the city above us falls towards us, I want to be the first to embrace it in that instant. If that's so, the signal light in the passage seems to glow brighter. Are her eyes failing her? Why is there starlight in Londinium's underground? No. How long have they gone without seeing the stars? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Keith. Seeing the stars, even on the surface. Siege blinks. She suddenly realizes that there's no star. It's a button. The detritus that caked it has been shaken off, and now it is shining. And she has the exact fortune to know what it does. The button. She was the first brought underneath the palace at 3 years of age. Her mentor carried her upon his back, using a tremendous paw to guide her in pushing this button. Londinium's subterranean, sprawled about its own muscle and bone, exposing to the future liege its veins and arteries, filled with life. Over 20 years later, she has found it for the second time. Bombs mounted at all nodes. Doctor, I've got a retreat ready. Move it. They're in here. Stop them. Oh boy. Amiya, damn it. How are they coming so thick and fat? That's a horrible sentence to read out loud, chat. Whoops. Did Misery leave too late? Did they not stall Manfred? I'll hold them off. All of you, go! Doctor, give the detonator to me. No. You won't have a chance to retreat unless I lock down these enemies. Once you've successfully withdrawn, I'll blow up this control room straight away. No. Doctor, we can't wait any longer. Think of the SSC fighters, Victoria soldiers, Lady Heidi and Siege's team, and every single Victorian bombarded right now. None of them could hold on anymore. Amiya, take my hand. Tell me when to push the detonator. Oh boy. Doctor! Oh. These black lines are everywhere. I can't see anything. Now. The white screen of death. Explosion. Doctor, why are you in front of me? Because I want to. I'm not the weak child I was anymore. I won't drag you down anymore. I could withstand these arts and these flames. I know. You're so powerful now. Far more powerful than I am, probably. But no matter how many opportunities you give me to choose, no matter if we're confronted with the Draco's flames or the fiery light of these explosions, this is what I want to do. Damn, okay, Doctor. Oof. Caught you. Wondered why you asked me for those 6 zip lines, Doctor. This is what it was for? It'll be hard to move about, but oh well, not as if you could run fast ordinarily. Fly, my drones! How's that for a surprise, Doctor? In response to your demands, I've tinkered on my drones and finally developed a people-towing glider function. That's a cap on its long-term use, but at least it will get us safely on the ground. Now, the time's to dial up the explosions. Yes, sir. Alright. This music, though. The control room. They did it. Oh no. How long ago did you tire out? You can't even brandish your sword now. You really were doing nothing but making a stand with all you had. Anyone else with your wounds would be in a coma 10 times over by now. Now you realize slow, aren't you? General, the explosion in the control room has affected the cannons. The batteries in the minor section of the wall structure have all been severely damaged. If we hang around any longer, we're gonna fall. Notify all hands. Retreat. What about this soldier? I've defeated her already, but toppling her would require spending more effort still, and it's not worth spending the time here any longer. White Wolf of Victoria, you are a worthy opponent. Should you live to descend the city wall, listen, Manfred, you need to die here. We should not let you escape. I mean, Horn stalled for as long as she could, but I don't want to let you survive. Then next time we meet by my sword, I will send you to a death befittingly heroic. Boo! Next time. Will there be a next time? Londinium's wall is falling down, and so she endlessly falls too. I did it. Until you all left. I did not fall. Her blood flows out and she almost loses the last speck of awareness she has. But her body is as if a part of her sword and shield at this point, harder than steel, unbending, unless shattered. The weapon forged by Victoria still stands upon Londinium's wall, so the soldier she tempered to fruition keeps her watch upon it too, until a corner of it crashes to its city's ground, and she returns to the land that raised her. Just how tall is this wall? Why is it like I'm flying up? Horn, can you still move? Grab my hand, quick! Hey, yo, let you see what she looks like there. Robin? You're not... Hey, yo? Yes, I'm not dead. I was lucky enough to grab onto the outside structure when I fell, and then Mr. Misery saved me again. Come, soldier, you haven't finished your fight yet. You lot, honestly, you won't ever let me rest, will you? Nope. Horn, don't shut your eyes. Don't forget, your soldier is still here. You can't fall. Robin, you've turned as noisy as a certain someone I know. I forget it. I've never been able to do anything about you lot. Hey, a 2-for-1 special. They both get to survive. Let's go back over. Oh, whoops. What did I just click on? You both get to survive. Okay. Yeah, rip Blake, though. That is a big rip. Chapter 10 should be renamed The Ballad of Misery. Her vision becomes clear once again. The city wall of Londinium is still there, and though its highest height is now adorned by the tiniest hole, it still seems as towering, as unyielding as ever. Please playable Misery? Dude would be cracked. He would be absolutely cracked. Thomas, what kind of copy pasta did you just put? Yeah? Yeah, what the I'm just like, yeah, my guy? You good over there? He has come to hit us with some wisdom chat, yes. Yes. Okay, what's that shaking? Artillery finally do the underground structure in? No, that's not it. This shaking is coming from underneath us. Vina, what did you do? I found a path we could walk. Is this whole tunnel moving up? How? You'd think we know that, it could do that after living here for so long, right? There are always some locals who will know more than others. That monster, is it still gonna come after? It will, but maybe not today. So you found a new course to flee down. But of course. This scent. Is it that feline giving it off? No. So-called royal families are no more than a lie. So-called, consolidate power and coin. As laughable as this nation's culture. Was that a bot? I have it on sub mode only, so it shouldn't be a bot. I guess it was just somebody putting copy pasta or something. Unless bots are learning how to subscribe. Okay, well, people do have sub bots, so I guess that does work. There is that. Shoot, y'all know damn well I don't have a sub bot. We'd have a lot more subs than we do. Alright, even if she is that runway's cub, the smell of her blood would be no different to any other feline. So this completely different scent. Interesting. Does Teresis know about this? You'll have no chance to verify for yourself. Oh? I remember who you are. You're that little disciple by Teresis' side. Even your teacher was stood right here. He would be troubled to apprehend me. He's no longer fit to be my teacher anymore. This odor of cursecraft. So you've come too, Banshee. I thought you were in that city right now playing games with my entourage. Trifling, unpracticed artist. They weren't enough to hinder my step. That makes things tricky. This underpass of the verge of collapse is no fine place for the royal court to congregate. Am I nothing in his eyes just because I didn't learn my skills from Teresis or have any noble blood? The long-winded man's genuinely pissed me off. I'm going to gift him 100 bombs as a farewell present. Any of you have any objections? Ba bomba! Okay. Good old ba bomba. Report. Rhode Island's people have jumped out from the control room. They had that Countess, so we couldn't snipe them. And the rebels in the underground tunnels, we detected an explosion from beneath, and the Sanguine Arch hasn't returned yet. Where is Hoderer? He's severely wounded and currently unconscious. Makes sense. Assemble what workers remain, and have them inspect the city defense systems and report the damages. We must be prepared to activate more batteries and even the main cannons. He said Ascalon, Logos, and W. I mean, anytime there's explosions, it's W. I mean, I felt like that was pretty obvious that was W there. That was sort of like a given there. But yeah. Okay, we must be prepared to activate batteries and even the cannons. Surround the remaining individuals at the station. The surviving rebels will be sure to pass through there. The scouts are reporting they've detected another group rapidly closing in on the station. Manfred, don't blame yourself too much. You've already tried your hardest. What are you doing here? Rock, take a look at the city wall. The defense artillery's been shut down. The explosions always assume W, pretty much. Send the signal. They're coming, they're all coming. But the Sarkas, they're all rushing this way. Stop them, kill every last one. If we could just repel the Sarkas, we could start up the train. You're not getting away that easily. How's the rebel army coming from that way too? What? Is that reinforcements? Backup is here. A team's broken through the Sarkas forces' blockade from the north side. Who called them in? Did some of the messengers we sent to the city center survive? Did they get to ask for help? You've done a fine job, my Sudian friends. You could leave the battle to us now. We're more on the professional end. The way they work, they must have loads of experience. Is that Rhodes Island's operator? Hey, let's go, Dagda. Break them up. Make a passage. Ensure the self-salvation fighters withdraw from the underpass safely. Snipers, take down those singlers. Or signalers, yeah. It's Miss Montague. Here we go. Montague. That name rings a bell and a half. Some noble in the paper or something? Don't get distracted. No matter who they are, they're on the same side as us. We could get through quick. Everyone onto the train. Let's go. Oh wow, Lady Heidi, we've made it. But he said wait for upcoming chapter 12. Man, I gotta do chapter 11 first. Well, chapter 11 has to release over here first, right? Oh wow, Lady Heidi, we've made it. I told you, our soldiers won't let us down. They're her people. Did our messengers get in contact with her? To be more precise, it was your Rhodes Island messenger. Dagda. Look, it's Dagda. That tart. There among the crowd, Dagda sees them too. She throws down the Sarkas she's tussling with and rushes through the passage made with no hesitation. Arms reached out to our partners, Hict and Grime. I was so scared I'd be late. No, you weren't. No matter when you come back, you would never, we'd never call you late. Bastard, you stormed off just like that, remember? I didn't even get to beat you up. Yeah, we're playing Honkai Star Rail, just going on a train, you know? It's just not in outer space. You're still in time to do it now. Hey, Vina, did you know she'd come back? I knew. I get you hid from Indra, but she'd never take help from nobles, mercenaries, unless it was critical as this end-of-the-line type. Stop griping about me and let's get these idiots dealt with first. I mean, I never stopped here. Vina, I didn't finish. You could have at least given me a shout. You had me wondering if Dagda was off in some corner again while we were being killed. I was all ready to take down Sarkas with me. I'm sorry, Morgan. This won't happen again, I swear. Siege group fully assembled. We just wait for the doctor's lot to come back and we could all get out of here together. Sounds like a plan. Honkai Terror Rail. Everyone, we're back. Amiya? Fancy coming in from the sky, all of you. We're touching down. Gangway out of the way. Grab the zipline. Don't crash into the train. It's our only means of escaping alive. I've got the doctor held. We're alright. Hey, PNG landing. Safe landing. We actually made it? Rock. Commander, is Rock alright? Everyone evacuated out? We have more survivors than anticipated. It's thanks to you, Feist, and everyone brought in from Rhodes Island. You see that, old Bill? No, don't you faint on the job now. The battle's still not done. If you could move, then help me in the engine room. There's still more Sarkas forces pursuing us. There's nothing they could do now, because we'll hold them off here. Right. Damn right. Us together. I'm still mad that Manfred survived, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's sort of annoying. Commander, the train's setting off. All ready? Amiya, we're getting on. Alright, go. Hey, we on the train. Amiya? Amiya, careful, the train's moving. Amiya, what are you looking at? The Countess girl does not reply to you. Her body is still. Even her breathing seems to have stopped. You could tell she's shocked. She never let emotions as unveiled an intense show before the operators. This moment is incomparable. Tallulah? Wait, no. That's not Tallulah, right? I thought it was Tallulah for a sec. I was confused. At the same time, the Sarkas chasing the train all come to a halt. They all turn their heads, looking in the same direction. A Sarkas enters the ruins. All smoke seems to part at her feet. All sounds of fire suspended about her. Only wind remains, growing stronger and fiercer. The ash laden on the ground is blown about. Some sticking to her attire, some smudging to her pale hair. She seems to not mind at all, only silently gazing into a point of the ruins. It seems to have been once part of the defense artillery. That jet black foul beast is there now, perched atop the still warm cannon mouth. Most likely disturbed by the train picking up in speed. It shakes off its wings. As if somewhat in response, the pale-haired Sarkas turns around. There she is! The moment we've been waiting for. She should have no sight of who's aboard the train, but her expression is as if she has recognized who she is looking at. Her face is so warm, yet her eyes are filled with sorrow. The sorrow is so much, perhaps not all of it comes from her, but comes from the one who stares at her too. My lord. Amiya, are you alright? The Countess girl finally comes back to reality. She still doesn't give you a response, and you're in no rush for her to give one. In one ear you hear the calls of foul beasts. You see a flock of them out the window flapping through the air, rushing into the gale ahead of you. Snap back to reality. The train takes you rapidly from the station. The city wall. The war. And the pale-haired figure are all left far, far behind you. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Is that the remnants of a cannon fire lingering in your brain, the train bumping against the railway, or thunder and those gloomy clouds gathering not far away? The center of Londinium is right before you. And all of you are riding into this storm. And is that the end? Is that okay? That's where they're leaving us up at? Or leaving us off? Yeah. We should not know any story stuff from the Chinese version of the game, because we're on the global version. I check out like the PVs and stuff for like events, but I don't look at main story stuff early. So we should not know anything relating to lore and stuff. One thing is knowing what characters are going to be playable, but another is like telling us full-on stuff that we should not know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Alright, here we are, 10:18. There was once someone who could answer all our questions, but now we must find a new answer together. Alright, let's tie this all up together, huh? It's like whether it's like half and half whether Mandragora survives. With how much this game likes to make it seem like somebody dies and brings them back, it wouldn't shock me if she's alive. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, look at what was her name? Ness, right? It just happened again with them. Then it happened with Horn, and then it, you know, it just they like doing that. Your Majesty. And here's Teresa. Regretfully, I was late. Does Your Majesty share the same regrets I do, that we were not able to stop them here? Manfred. Back then, in Casdell, you would never speak to me so guardedly. You say that to Outcast, Ace, and Scout. Yeah, no, you know they got GG'd. They did. Back then, you'd look me straight in the eye. Your Majesty, Casdell was nothing more than a cluttered ruin and a thick stack of blueprints. In all those years, you and the General... No, as things are now, there's no need to speak of past matters. Your Majesty has returned to the General's side. Together you shall rule the royal court and bring the Sarkaz victory once again, just as countless times in the past. For me and the rest of them, we only need remember this. Yes, even so, Manfred, I really wish to meet the girl. Your Majesty, do you think a person dreams in death? Sorry, wrong voice for that. I've dreamt of them often the past few months. Again and again, I dream of that ship. I dream of conversations with the doctor, of a few smiles. I dream of standing shoulder to shoulder with that silent commander of the ship's deck. I've dreamed of sitting by her bedside every night, telling tales of the Sarkaz in this great land, lulling the girl to sleep. Is the General aware? He knows all. However, a dream is but a dream, isn't that so? Your Majesty, your cheeks. It's just ash. I do not shed tears. Yes, why do I not shed tears? Your Majesty, in the end, you still allowed her to go to the city walls. You are aware of the threat to the King of you are aware of the threat the King of Sarkaz bears. Of course, not even Manfred or the Sanguine Arch may be capable of successfully capturing the successor to that power. To defeat a Sarkaz king, the safest choice is naturally another one. Did you not intend that when you raised the suggestion to me? Oh, wrong voice. Did you not intend that when you raised the suggestion to me? I also remember that you nearly killed me when I first suggested to bring her back. Vomit-inducing. That's what you said. It's difficult to forget such fury. My opinion has not changed, but we still need her, do we not? Only when the two of you stand together will the soldiers truly believe that the chaotic and dark era of the past is now history. They will never again question the legitimacy of your orders. They will no longer be two different voices in the Sarkaz hearts. To this end, we must get a hold of the other Sarkaz king as soon as possible, then go and make sure of that. The soldiers must focus on the war ahead. They must clearly understand that they are following a ruler who could lead them out of their plight, and not just some power of dubious ownership. I know, you never cared for that black crown. For your satisfaction, I have never stopped researching the Sarkaz king either. Thanks to her, I've made great progress. Should we get our hands on that Countess too, perhaps we will be able to truly understand the power of the Sarkaz king before too long. The Sarkaz are not slaves to any man or power. If the crown of the Sarkaz king is but another shackle, then crush it. Your wish aligns with my own. It will be done, Your Majesty. Fancy room over here. I did not expect you to return so late, Your Highness. Here we go with the vampire. You seem tired. Confessarius, You neglected to inform me that the Banshee was there too. Ah, I thought you'd have guessed it. A Banshee could be more trouble to deal with than a Notchzer with frightening talent. That said, next time I'll simply stick his tongue in a crystal case and gift it to his mother. The Regent and the Notchzer King will not be pleased, Your Highness. Then they'd best not find out. Also, that Manfred, how dare he use those toys mounted on the city walls for me? I mean, the walls on me. Half the filth on me is thanks to him. Perhaps I should teach him a lesson. I understand your frustrations, Your Highness. Consider this as a tiny compensation for the missing intel. I will suggest the Regent grant you the task of capturing the Sarkas King. That bastard failed after all. I had been telling Teresa's all this time he's just a soft-hearted coward. It's fine. All of this is within Regent's plans. Let them celebrate for now, but after all, the best way to crush hope is to first let it come to fruition. The nobles in the city grow restless once more. You're right. Let them continue with their folly. When the banquet is at its peak, the abrupt shifting of laughter to horror, it's tantalizing. Incidentally, speaking of the nobles, is there anything Your Highness wishes to report to the Regent? No, nothing. Tell Teresa's I'll await the next banquet. You see, at least Teresa's isn't as black as white as the story portrays it to be. I mean, he's still a prick, but at least his character has depth. He's obviously discovered something, but he's hiding it. These little moves, I fear the Regent will not tolerate him much longer. Leader. Any movement from the Duke's forces outside the city? Oh, the Notchzer King will be returning soon, and once he arrives, send him to meet the Regent immediately. Also, didn't you mention a Victorian noble sent some messengers back? Let's go and meet them. Sir, there's one more thing. Is there? She actually chose to return at such a time. Yes. Do you have a plan, sir? Hello, I see your face. Okay. Send a message to the Royal Academy of Sciences. It's time for a long-awaited family reunion. Okay. Liz, how are you feeling? Oh, Nightingale, what the hell? Are we going too fast? Are you tired? I'm fine. You have to tell me if you feel any discomfort. Yes, but my chest feels a bit stuffy. Is it because you're getting closer to home? No, that isn't my home. Nightingale altar when? Shining, my home is with you and Neural. I didn't want you to come back here, but I wanted to. I want to go with you, and I want to find what I've lost. Oh, that's actually a German folklore creature. I can feel that they're here. Yes, Nightingale, we'll find them and they'll help you get better. You're gonna get better. And then we'll return to Rhodes Island, or we can also go to Casimir's. We'll go wherever you want. You'll go with me, right? Of course, Liz. No matter when, as long as you want it, I will stay by your side. It feels like going on a brand new journey will also return you to the starting point. Its high walls give Londinium the feeling of a giant cage or even a sealed graveyard, but it is also the past and present home of countless people. This place hides many answers, yet it also leads to a great deal more questions. Where are we going? To a reunion or a separation? Are we alive? Yes, it looks like we could finally take a breather. She starts crying. Why are you crying? I've never seen you cry before. It's nothing. I thought of Bill. When I think of him, Old Bill. Rest in peace, Bill. No, I shouldn't do this. The battle isn't over. It's fine, Rock. We're safe right now. We could take a break and think of Old Bill and our other friends. Before the next battle starts, it's what we ought to do. Hey, yo, hello. We meet at last. You are... Allerdale, Cumberland. Call me... Adderdown? Okay. Well, hello... But he said thicky. I'm Clavicia's friend and the Londinium Citizen Self-Salvation Corps officer in charge of... Atrig... that is Central Londinium. Cumberland. You're the Duke of Cumberland's daughter. I was just a small child when father passed away. I mean, you look good. You got that black and red. Okay, anyways. I only remember him brushing his sweat-laden beard on my face whenever he returned from a fencing match. It's the only memory I have left after 20 years. Damn. I heard the Duke of Cumberland was betrayed by other anti-royalist dukes. Father walked the path he believed in for the sake of his ideals. I respect him greatly, which is why I'm even here. You and the other nobles within the city have been fighting against the Sarkaz? Let's see. But our efforts have only just begun to bear fruit. I was extremely surprised when Isabel came back to look for me. Not just because she's the Count of Manchester's successor, although the Count has always been one of our most steadfast supporters. It's just that I thought all the Knights of the Tower were dead. Isabel's return was a great inspiration to many of us. Of course, what surprised me the most was you. You know who I am? I was not aware at first, but how could I be surprised otherwise? All these years, we have never stopped looking for you. But there was never any clues. Many thought you were long dead. I never believed so. I do believe many of those looking for me actually wanted to take my life. Perhaps so. But even amongst those, there were many who changed their minds. You've seen what happened to Londinium. People have lost their freedom long ago. All Victorians, even those nobles holding tightly onto their titles, must either become a slave to the Sarkaz or tremble in fears they hope to survive till the next day. Even deeper in slumber, they instinctively cry out, "Your Majesty." Is there anyone who has not wondered, should that sudden execution all those years ago had gone another way, would Londinium be as it is today? Do you really think that my presence here would change anything? At the very least, it opens up a new possibility. Even though you appear to be contemplating, I know you've already set your heart on it. Oh? You sent Isabel to contact me. Is that not a sign that you're prepared to lead us against the Sarkaz? I don't deny that I've made a decision, but being prepared, you can never be fully prepared. You're not wrong. We should begin, Lady Cumberland. Allerdale. Please walk me through our current situation again. I'm sure you understand that I have a lot to catch up on. Great, I love your enthusiasm. That's what we need right now. Then, welcome home, Alexandria. Your Majesty. Hey, yo. He said, the trope of the rightful heir returning to liberate their homeland from a usurper. Love that trope, to be honest. Gotta return home to lead the people. Oh no, it's Cal. Oh no, chat. You know what this means. 50 million lines of dialogue incoming. Heidi. Cal. Whew, Cal. It's tough to get a meeting with you. Did anyone follow you? Don't worry, I've carefully covered my tracks all the way here. How could I be your messenger if I wasn't even capable of that? You've already done very well. Your father'd be proud. Frankly, many times in the past when I was close to failure, I would think of you and wonder what you would do. I would also think about what you would say and if I could get everyone to make it through with me. But now that you're really standing before me, I suddenly feel that all those things I've imagined mean nothing. Heidi, you're well prepared. Indeed. At least, I'll always be prepared. All of us will. By the way, are you in a hurry to see Amiya? I've confirmed that she's safe. It's been a long time since I was in Londinium, so I have a number of matters that need to be taken care of. That's good. There's someone, she's been waiting to meet you. W. Why do they have question marks here, too? Cal, start talking. I need an explanation. You're alive. And what exactly do you wish me to explain, W? You're as calm as ever. Hard for me to tell if you knew before you got here or not. Whatever, it doesn't matter if you're a monster or not. I've got bigger fins to fry. It's Teresa. It really was Teresa. You, how could you let Teresa get his hands on her body? She is pissed. Mia. Oh, sorry, Doctor. I didn't see you coming. What'd you see on the train? Yes. I guess there's no hiding it, and I couldn't hide it from you anyway. Doctor, I saw her. Doctor, Miss Rock really was talking about her. Cal said she already. And W's attitude towards me. 4 years ago, Teresa passed away. Even though Dr. Cal and W may disagree with me about the truth behind this, there's one thing we definitely couldn't get wrong. That day, we really lost her. What's this about? I don't know. But the moment I saw her at the train station, I finally understood why I felt those emotions in Londinium. Besides anger, sorrow, and endlessly infinite sorrow. And yet, yes to the sarcasm, anger and sorrow are symbiotic. It's just that they chose to dry their tears with anger most of the time, and all of those emotions seemed to converge in her eyes. Even Teresa had never. You're hurting. Hurting? Maybe, but compared to them, those sarcasms shattered by hate and prejudice, this is nothing. I could feel it. It's too little, far too little. I glimpsed it for a moment, but I was nearly drowned under that turbulent wave of emotion. What did Teresa go through? That's not your responsibility. Is it really not? Doctor, I said before that I really couldn't believe it was her, but when I saw her with my own eyes, it wasn't very difficult at all to accept it. Since I'm here, I need to know the truth. Not just the truth behind Teresa, but also the sarcasm within the city. What exactly did they experience? That they would be burdened with such anger and sorrow? And what if the truth brings more pain? Doctor. I'm afraid too, Amiya, but we will walk onwards together. Yeah. Doctor, together. Let's look for the answer. This is also an answer I need. Hey, hello. I apologize for interrupting you. There's an urgent matter concerning Vina, as well as our SSC. Based on a letter from Lady Heidi, we've confirmed that this matter relates to you. Doctor, is Edward, Atorus's relic in your possession? Yeah, a lot could change in a year. Shatterpoint. Chat, who are they talking about though? That name that she just said at the end. Oh damn, there's more dialogue? Do I know who that is? I mean, don't tell me if I'm not supposed to know, but it didn't ring a bell in my head. That name. It was mentioned a long time ago. Well, that's probably why I don't remember then. What the hell? 10:19. And out from the ashes climbs a will. Okay, yeah, Talula's dead. Okay, that way killed. Okay, thank you. Okay. Here we are, you're sweeping under Draco's flames. 10:19. Because we're not done yet. Next, turn your textbooks to page 132. Don't give me flashbacks to school. Terran Calendar 31, the Empire of Hippogriff, not Hypogriff, have officially renamed the Empire of Ursus. We've already spent 2 lectures talking about and analyzing this piece of history. Historians believe that the cause of the Hippogriff's fall from power was primarily its ruling class's corruption and incompetence, as well as the rise of Ursus and the forces of production that it represents. This war is often referred to as Ursus's uprising, representing the ancients standing up against the Elders' authority. From this point onward, the legitimacy of Elders' rulership across Terra gradually waned. Yet, if we look back on this war from a different perspective, we'll find a set of questions that narrowly follow. Suppose it was another Ursus race that had been ruling the country instead of the Hippogriffs. Would the revolution have still taken place? If, as the rulers, the Hippogriffs have not insisted on a policy of racial discrimination, if they stopped taking Ursa's wealth as their own and gave the Ursas equal opportunity, would the Hippogriff Empire downfall had been averted, or would it have been have come sooner? Ugh, freaking hell. What if the Kagans cavalry never set foot on these lands? Why, you got me in class. Tallulah. Hello, are you here to listen in on Miss Koshilina's lecture? Miss Koshilina. That's right, her lectures on Imperial history are very popular. Okay. I've been noticing young men and women such as yourself listening in from the hallway. You're not one of our students, are you? You don't look like a college student. You could actually go inside if you'd like. She's not going to mind if you stand in the back of the classroom. You'll be able to hear her more clearly. No need. Her voice is pretty clear as is. Okay then, the lecture is almost over anyway. I still have other lectures to attend, so please excuse me. By all means, please. You may not be able to find the answers to these questions in any textbooks. I hope you'll be able to give them some thought. Let them occupy your brain for as long as you eat, as you bathe, and even as you sleep. And when an idea has lingered in your brain long enough, write it down. I'm very interested in your opinions. Okay, let's wrap it up here. Enjoy your brief freedom until the next bell. Hey, yo. What the hell is this? Ah, yes, chat. My favorite. A Valentine's Day message from Snapchat. That's one way to not make you feel lonely, right? Anyways, do you have any questions, man? Hello. Found you. Okay. Why did she go into the city? A 9? To look for someone. And why is this someone worth the risk? 9, you said it yourself. We can't get anywhere close to the nomadic cities while we're in Ursus. We want to pass judgment on her, don't we? Before she talks, she needs an answer still. Without this answer, she won't even believe half a word she says herself, and neither will we. We shouldn't be believing her to begin with. She went into the city herself. What if she makes a run for it? All the efforts and sacrifices that went into rescuing her, and all her plans about going forward will be a waste. They won't. She knows very well that she has nowhere to go. Besides, as long as you still trust me, I can guarantee you this. No matter where she goes, I will take her in again. I trust you, but that's based on everything you've done for us in the past year. You're not like her. You don't talk big. This is something that all of us like about you. It's a good thing, and you should make sure you don't start picking up that habit. Are you worried of being influenced by her? I don't think it'll happen so easily. 9, a patrol unit is approaching. Stay hidden. Just as we predicted, in half an hour, this route won't be safe anymore. She better come back in time. Man, she looked good though. What the hell? Alright, I thought I would have seen you much sooner, Tallulah. Koshilina. Couldn't have picked a more obvious name, could you, Kashche? Ah. Names. Names are just a way to refer to people. If the sound of this name reminds you of certain unpleasant memories, you could call me Violette. Why? Why? I take away all the simping that was done, chat. We've been bamboozled. We've been tricked, fooled. Never mind. Your name is of little importance to me. Just like your appearance, your name is not worth remembering. Why have you come then, Tallulah? Because you want a definite answer from me? Because you want me to tell you that, yes, Kashche has left your body, and you're just Tallulah and no one else? You said you legitimately forgot about the scene because you read it when you were half asleep? Nice. In that case, you will get what you want. I'll tell you exactly what you want to hear right now. The question then is, are you willing to believe me? You want me to believe a black snake? Is this a new trick you're playing, Kashche? You gave me more than enough info to find you in the shortest amount of time. I could only assume that you were luring me here. Have you gone back home, then? Our home, both yours and mine? That's not my home. It's nothing more than ground zero of a conspiracy, a nest beloved of venomous snakes. That's an awfully hurtful way to describe it. But you read my letter nonetheless, didn't you? You remember the channels through which Duke Casche received the Scales correspondence. Not even the secret police who took over the dukedom could figure it out. A letter sent 10 years ago, and its sender is tenured here at this college. I don't know if I should be gasping in admiration of how well prepared you are, or if I should be grateful that this channel stayed hidden for 10 years while your scales have been long reduced to nothing. Does it make you happy that the territory has fallen into such neglect? Tallulah, under your rule, they could have lived a much better life. They shouldn't have been torn to shreds by a fourth army. Stop pretending you care about them more than I do. Tell me, what is there in this small northern town for you to willingly stay here? Casche, if I remember correctly, you preferred cities further south. Not only because the air there is more humid, but also because the lands where you cultivated generations of authority are more suitable for your scheming. But not the tundra. The folk here live a hard life. They have plenty to worry about, sorting out issues with their food and harvest. To them, the speeches you provide yourself are like an artificial flower you wear, no purpose beyond aesthetics. Tallulah, Tallulah, what if I told you I'm here because your footsteps could be found in the tundra? I'd say you're feeding me nonsense. The history of humanity is a history of struggle. You remember, don't you? You applied everything that I taught you through the years to your struggle. If you remember all of that, then shouldn't Tallulah, the fighter of the tundra, and Tallulah, the woman who succeeded the title of Duke, be one and the same to me? Yet, you destroyed everything that I built in the tundra. Did I? Who do you truly blame for the series of fatal mistakes in your heart? If you actually thought yourself innocent, you wouldn't have needed a year and a half to ponder how you should die. The very moment your head turns, you will throw yourself into the next struggle. Tallulah, I know why you came to me. You want to use your judgment on me to judge yourself. You want to hear me repent so that you can start repenting yourself. What you want is a tiny, pitiable bit of mental comfort. Go on. You want me to go on? You thought I would let you witness my fury? No, Casche, you don't deserve it. I rehearsed everything you said up to this very moment in my head, down to the very last word. A year and a half isn't that short, and I had nothing to do while I was imprisoned at Rhodes Island. Ow, my damn thumb, dude, what the hell? If you want to survive this meeting, you'll need to say something more original. Very well, I can tell you've gotten more patient thanks to that period of self-imprisonment. But I brought up the tundra not because I wanted to provoke you. Take a look at the school, look at the students' faces. They believe that the sunlight of May will melt the tundra's snow. They also believe that Ursus, colder and harder than the tundra, will change beneath their feet. So you're sullying their innocence with your despicable ideas? You think I'm trying to find the next successor among them? No, my dear. I'm just a normal university lecturer. The only things that I impart here are knowledge and ideas. I hold no authority or wealth. If they want authority, they can fight for themselves. If they seek a conspiracy, they're free to find the most suitable techniques in my lessons. You want me to believe that the failure you experienced through me devastated you so much that you washed your hands of it all? Failure? I never thought of it as a failure. The Union was not destroyed in the Chernobyl core city, neither was Casche's plan. Right? You managed to stop Casche, the war he sought, and the war that could have changed Ursus's history in an instant never came to be. But Ursus still went on the trajectory that Casche had set for her. War is happening. The conflict between the council and the army intensified, and the will of the people is sparking new flames through each and every conflict. And I will stand atop the most fertile soil, sowing seeds to the best of my abilities. I will guide, and perhaps I say spur, these revolutions to take root. I remember you once refuted the education of the masses as meaningless. If a ruler is so inflexible that she does not adapt to the changing tides, then she is undoubtedly following a path of destruction. You still see yourself as a ruler. I see. You haven't changed at all. I almost forgot you hated that word as much as you hated Casche's control. I told you long ago that I didn't care who was in charge. How many times has power changed since the Ursus took these hands from the hippogriffs? Tallulah, you are me and I am you. What we want is a Ursus that can yet spark fires from our hands. These fires will sooner or later engulf all of Ursus. No, not just Ursus, Victoria, and all the other countries will be caught up in the flames too. When the fire is over, will these lands become more prosperous, or will they be dealt destruction? Ursus has walked its first millennium. I will guide it down its second and third. This is the meaning behind the Black Snake's existence. The Black Snake is immortal, but not because I want to live, because Ursus must live. Oh, so you think you're doing this for the greater good? Yeah. Alright. Hello, isn't this, Reed? The Aslan has returned to Londinium? It seems that way. The Sarkaz gave us the information in exchange for the Sarkaz messenger we returned to them. In exchange. They're merely using us to escalate the scuffle among the dukes. It couldn't be more obvious, but we could also tell from their methods that the situation in Londinium has changed and all the Sarkaz are anxious. Did the Sarkaz say anything else? Nothing useful. Ever since our spy cover was blown, we haven't gotten much news from Londinium. Unfortunate. Right, it's unfortunate. Fortunately, our losses are still manageable. Right, there's another piece of news that might be important. We caught wind of this from a Colombian arms dealer we work with. About a month ago, that organization called Reunion covered their previous leader. They recovered. You mean Tallulah. If all the information we received thus far is correct, she could very well be a Draco. Like I said, a Baba Booey. Abalone? What the heck? What type of name is that? Freaking Abalone, Reed's sister. If somebody names you Abalone, I don't know what your parents were thinking. What the f... You having a laugh? No funny in here now. Why would I do that, man? Just everybody is getting dialogue. Give me a slap. I'm sorry? Smack me right now, otherwise I might think I'm dreaming. There's a wall over there. Knock yourself out. Try not to ram it so hard that you knock it down, though. Otherwise, you might have some explaining to do to the country's mounted police. I'm not sure what to say. Are you really so shocked? You're the one who's been going leaders got to be alive day in and day out. But I thought I could... Excuse me, you thought she'd be waiting for you to rescue her somewhere? Uh-huh. But if it's more surprising, knowing she made it out. Thanks, Chen. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Rhodes Island. If I hadn't joined Rhodes Island, then they wouldn't have helped her get out. I'm so happy. Cry every time. No hugging. But I'm so glad. At the very least, a little less of a squeeze. Wait, Chen, does that mean that you're gonna leave then? You promised to help me rescue her, but she doesn't need rescuing anymore. Times like these, you think pretty fast, don't you? To tell you the truth, I've thought about it. Ever since I found out she'd escaped, I'd been thinking of looking for her. Actually, I could kind of tell. Chen Huiche never gives up halfway. We've come so far and finally found ourselves some clues. Bagpipe, I'll get to the bottom of this with you, until the day the Spectre force is exposed for all to see again. Only then will I do what I should have done long ago. I will find Tallulah. Okay. Back over here. Oh, Lord help me. Yeah, once again, make sure not to say any spoilers about, like, story content that's in the Chinese version already. Alright, think, Tallulah. Think. With all the techniques that you learned from Cashe, whether everything that I say comes from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, freaking Invincible meme. I haven't watched Invincible, but I'm gonna check it out. When I do, I'll put it on the channel, though. Alright, no need. Will you kill me here, then? You have to avoid the Royal Guard's watchful eyes, so you don't have a sword. And so you must kill me with your flames, or you commit such a horrifying crime in front of all my students with nothing but admiration for me. If I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't pick a method that would startle anyone. Don't forget, you taught me all of this. Will killing me satisfy you? If that doesn't give you the satisfaction you need, I could give you a second, if not a third name. You're telling me that aside from you, there's more than one Black Snake within Ursus's borders. You could also think that I'm trying to deceive you to live longer. Your new body is fragile. It wouldn't take any more work to kill you than it took to kill that old Fidya. What are you waiting for then? Quick, turn my body to ash and scatter it all over this dark hallway. Terrifying infected murderer re-emerges in college campus. That's the headline that will don the front pages tomorrow. You wouldn't mind having that on your reputation. I should point out that I'm not afraid of the patrol unit who will be here in 3 minutes either. But your new friends who are waiting outside the city, they don't stand a chance against the Royal Guards. Even if they begrudgingly allowed you to return to Ursus because of those in control, they wouldn't tolerate murdering anyone on Ursus land. Cashe, If the royal guards found out that the immortal monster, the mastermind behind the Chernobog incident, was right here, do you think they would try to take me in or turn their attention and blades to you? So why haven't you killed me yet? It's almost time. She's not back yet, 9. You're mistaken about her, aren't you? If she doesn't show up when it's time, all of you will be evacuate as planned, and you? She's wearing my handcuffs, and that makes her my prisoner. I'll take her in myself. Sounds like I saved you the trouble, then. Tallulah, you're back not a minute late either. Is your business done? More or less, so. You don't want to know what I got out of her? I was going to spare your ears my long, winded grumblings. Good, you seem to have lightened up, even found yourself a sense of humor. So what about the evil god? Did you slay him? She said that's not who she is anymore. And you bought it? No, but I also am not the old Tallulah who would think killing her would solve all our problems. I won't let her out of my sight, and when the time comes, I'll kill her myself. But I have a weird feeling about this. A weird feeling. An immortal evil god will die eventually, but I won't be the one to kill her. Ursus will kill her. Even now, she thinks she can bend human will. We will prove to her, though. One day, the people will awaken and abandon the ignorant conqueror. In one day, well, and on that day, there will be no more black snakes in Ursus. What about now, then? Well, now, before we come back here for the last time, we need to visit Victoria. Been there, done that, you know. So you've decided to come with us? I'm a prisoner. I have nowhere to go except with you. Besides, you said it yourself. The infected there are waiting for us. Well, they'll be heading there. Jeez. That was a lot of different like a lot of different things happening. Sheesh. So Manfred lives another day. Teresa, we have seen. A lot of questions have been answered, but a lot more questions have arisen at the same time. Oh boy. We did it, chat. We have done it. It is done. So now we gotta wait for chapter 11. I could officially say I'm up to date with the main story in the game. I'm happy about that, and I think I could say I'm probably one of the first content creators that does Arknights content for story stuff to make it to this point, right? So I'll take it. We're good. So now whenever the new trailers come out, I could check them out immediately and stuff. Nice. Feels good, feels good. Nice. Now the only gacha I need to catch up with is Honkai Impact 3rd. I gotta catch up over there now that I'm caught up here. Sheesh. It was a good chapter though. That mechanic with the with the freaking artillery thing, it was something. Good lord. Will I participate in the February 17th mini event? Probably. Any side stories that still need to be done? I mean, there's always plenty that I could do. You said you've been gone for a while and you reached chapter 10. Yeah, finish the thing. Yeah, there's plenty that I could do though. I'll be waiting for the rerun for a good old Chen altar event. Dasso's holiday. Yeah. How did I like it though? You said the scene with Siege under the city with the Prince of Blood was one of your favorites. It was good. It was very, very good. I gotta say. It was cool to see Siege and everything. I like Dagda a bunch also. Freaking bloodthirsty vampire over there. Dude was going berserk. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Quite a bit. A lot of death too. Anything that I didn't like about it? I mean, I would hope at some point they do kill a playable character. I'll say that. I feel like that would be such a swerve on people that they would just be shook if they killed a playable character. I'll say that much. That would add another element of like, oh shit, like if they killed if they killed them, then you know, then anything's possible. And then also Misery was pretty sick. Oh, the misery, you know, pretty cool. Not gonna lie, dude came in clutch. Would be a little inconsistent though, because so far all the playable characters are ones who haven't passed. And no, Children of Ursus, no. You said Kyobi, you talking about some IS2 stuff. You said, I mean, if they kill a character in the story, then they would somehow have to refill the spot of the character be lost for another character. You said with similar traits. Yeah, you said would be yet a new step in the direction. I mean, like, I don't need them like to slaughter like a bunch of playable characters, but at some point or another, it would be interesting if they did do it though, and somebody got killed. Like with a character, they're like, okay, we already did enough with this character, you know, we don't plan on doing anything more with them, giving them an altar or something like that. Like they're done. That's a wrap. Then yeah, it would be interesting. You said, what if Mia dies and then leave the last stage on a cliffhanger and you can't use her to like EX stages? You bring her back. Well then, that'd be something, wouldn't it? The closest you have is implied future deaths. Yeah. Yeah, the only gacha that I've played that's not scared to kill a playable character is Honkai. That's about it. Do you believe that Amiya in some part of the future story become evil or small antagonists? The prophecy. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, chapter 11, whenever the hell this comes out, I'll be there. I'm sure, I mean, will I do hard mode on chapter 11? I don't know. I did hard mode for the beginning of this, but after CC10 I was done. When will I stream Yakuza? After I do the other two routes in Nier, most likely, because for Nier Automata, there is other routes that you have to do. So I have like 9S's route I still have to do, and there's another route after that, but they're not super long. They're just about as long as it took to do the 2B route. So after that, so if you want me to give you a time frame on when I'll start Yakuza Kiwami 2 for any of you Yakuza fans out there, I would say likely, let's see, it's the 14th today. Probably early March. If I do everything at the rate that I would like to do it, then yeah. Probably early March. Which I've had so many people waiting for me to get back into Yakuza, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I think that's about it, chat. I will, I'll probably get up the boss fight for Manfred. I'll get up, a chapter 10.exe reaction. What else we got today? And then Death Note episode 3 reaction? I think that's what I'll get up today. So yeah, we'll get that stuff going. But yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, please be sure to do that. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not in the Discord server, I'll put the link there. If you want to check out the Patreon of where the anime reactions are at, check that out. If you want to follow me on social media, there's that too. All that good stuff. You said post a Manfred boss fight in a short, please? I mean, I could. I could do a video and a short for that, honestly. Because that was something. You said IS3 traumatized all Astoran fans? I'll have to wait and see what you mean. I'll have to wait and see what you're talking about there. But yeah, solid stream, my dudes. Chapter 10 is finished, and I'll see y'all back with some Arknights soon enough. But yeah, I think I'm streaming a Honkai Star Rail tomorrow, because I had a lot of fun with it. So I want to try to get some more hours in before the beta's done, which I don't know when the final beta's done, but yeah, I wanna get back into that. So yeah, until the next one, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe, and as I always do say, don't do crack. Let's hit that outro, and I'll see y'all later. Oh yeah, chat. Y'all noticed well, I mean, I guess this is some of y'all's first time seeing it because it's the only second stream that I have with the new outro. But yes, new outro with the proper stuff there. and me with like my actual new pair of glasses that I've had, not the freaking old glasses from like Lord knows how long ago. Freaking, eh? All right, let's hit the music.